opponent serious, right? I mean, they can't take anything for granted. They got to come out and play. Number two is you got to play mistake-free. The weather's going to be somewhat of a factor. You got to win. It's cold. The wind's blowing, and it's cold on both teams, right? You just got to come out and not make mistakes. And I think the last one is start out fast. You know, establish yourself, establish the tone of the game, and do it quick right at the very beginning.
Well, and Mitch, one of the keys might be tonight, I'm going to throw in my key number 4,
okay,
is the ground game. Because you talked about it's cold, the wind's blowing. On the season, O.D. Wyatt averages 128 yards on the ground. Argyle averages 280. It might be one of those games. When I was in college, Baylor one time went up to SMU and did not throw a pass the entire game and beat the Mustangs. It could be that type of night for Argyle. That they may not need to throw a pass all night long.
Yeah, it could be. This morning at breakfast, I was talking about the year that Argyle won their first state championship, 2016, I believe. And we played that game in Prosper, where it was about 40 degrees and driving rain. We played Melissa, and my son Spencer was a sophomore on that team and was the leading receiver in the game with 1 catch for 12 yards.
Right.
But you had a kid like Nick Ralston and Ian Sadler. Ralston, I think, had almost 300 yards rushing. You may see that same night tonight.
Where'd we have breakfast this morning? Where was that?
It was at the Great Snooty Pig.
Oh, so good.
Yeah,
so
Marge
good.
hosts us every Friday. I want to thank her for that.
Well, let's find out if that weather's going to be a factor. Is Clark down there? We have Clark yet? Has he made his way down there, or is he still trying to find someplace to stay warm? Clark, we got you anywhere? No Clark yet. Well, that's okay. We'll get to Clark when we get down for the coin toss here in just a moment. We'll also get you our Cinch Cleaners uniform update so we can paint that picture for you a little bit better as we get set for kickoff in this bi-district round of the playoffs. Argyle and the O.D. Wyatt Chaparrals. All of that, the Lori Jacobson and Legacy Group coin toss, and a little bit more of this LHM Financial pregame show is on the way next. Let's take us a quick timeout. We'll be back for all of that. Check the Chick-fil-A on 407 Mood on the sideline as well. That's all coming up here as we continue with the LHM Financial pregame show here on Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting.
Park Place is proud to support Argyle High School and all you Eagles fans out there. You deserve to feel like a winner, whether you're cheering on your favorite team or shopping for your new favorite car. And at Park Place Lexus Grapevine and Jaguar Land Rover DFW, you'll enjoy a fully customized luxury dealership experience that'll make you feel like the MVP. So head over to your nearest Park Place dealership or visit parkplace.com and see what makes them the experts in excellence.
Hello, Eagle fans. This is Joe and Tina Bartram with LHM Financial. We're a privately owned mortgage lender since 1998, offering home financing options for your family needs. LHM Financial is a proud sponsor of the Argyle Eagles and an active member in the community. So mention this ad and receive $500 towards the cost of your appraisal when we do your financing on your next home. Give me a call at 817-601-7800. If you have dreams, we have solutions. LHM is licensed by the Texas Department of Savings and Mortgage Lending. LHM NMLS is 184530. Joe Bartram's NMLS is 1010778. Go Eagles!
A trusted community staple for over 15 years, Rapid Med Urgent Care provides you and your family with personalized minor emergency care. Checkups to cuts, broken bones, vaccinations, rapid COVID testing, allergy testing and treatment, physicals, and even state-of-the-art concussion treatment. We do it all. Walk-ins are welcome or visit rapidmed.com. Find a time that works for you, book your video or in-person visit today. Rapid Med Urgent Care, hometown emergency care doctors with Texas-sized hearts and proud supporters of our Argyle Eagles.
Buying or selling a home is likely your greatest investment. Lori Jacobson and the Legacy Group believe in making the process easy and simple for your family. Whether you're moving into your forever home in Argyle, need help remodeling or staging, or are a first-time buyer, Lori's dedicated to making sure all of her clients walk away from the transaction satisfied. She has a saying that you walk in as a client, but you leave as a friend. So it's no secret why she's been named Best Real Estate Agent by D Magazine yet again. Lori Jacobson encourages all the Argyle Eagles to leave a legacy both on and off the field. Go Eagles.
Welcome back to Eagle Stadium as both teams have made their way out onto the field. We are just about set for the Lori Jacobson and the Legacy Group coin toss. And we'll try to get the captains for this. Before we do, hey, Clark, we've got you out there in the middle of the field. We talked a little bit in the pregame show about weather being a factor, maybe especially throwing the football. How's it feel down there on the 41-yard line?
Well, on the 41-yard line, it is really cold. Last time I looked, it was 43 degrees with a really good wind that's going from north to south. Yes, this will affect our passing game as it gets later.
Yeah, but the key might be tonight that Argyle's great running game. They may not need to throw it a whole lot, so hopefully we can just stick with that. We're waiting on the captains to come to the field. Now, they are finally starting to come out for Argyle. It is Rylie Van Poppel, Dax Rainey, Grant Mirabal, and Wes Tucker Grant. Dax Rainey actually is in street clothes. He's been injured, was injured a couple weeks ago, and he's going to miss another week. Cade Barrett is one of the captains, as well as Clayshawn Womack. Also number 8, Quest Madkins. And the last one for them is Zachariah Mitchell for O.D. Wyatt. And let's head down for the coin toss. You'll hear the voice of referee Logan Tyre.
Stucky and Rick Stucky's going to flip it. You call heads or tails? I think say tails. It's heads. You guys have won the toss.
Argyle has won the toss and is chosen to receive.
All right, good deal. Argyle will have the football first. And that was the voice of Rylie Van Poppel saying, we want the ball, as Argyle always does. So the Argyle offense will be on the field first. Here's your starting 11 for your Argyle Eagles.
Gets it to Wayne Prince. He breaks the tackle, gets it for a great block. He's inside the 30, cuts it in there. 20, Wayne Prince down the sideline. 10, 5, Argyle touchdown. 47-yard touchdown. Jacob Robinson to Wayne Prince.
Eagles.
Takes the handoff under pressure again, and this time Bud Petter's got him back at the 5-yard line. Back-to-back sacks, RVP, Bud Petter. They're going to mark him down at the 6-yard line, a 9-yard loss, and quickly a 4th down after first down was a little promising for the Mavericks.
Todd Rogers, head coach. This is my starting 11 on defense.
Michael Madry, 99, senior, D-line.
Hunter Sandifer, number 41, senior, D-line.
Rylie Van Poppel, number 44, senior, D-line.
Bud Petter, number 25, junior, linebacker.
Grant Mirabal, number 10, senior, linebacker.
Caden Yates, 42, senior, outside linebacker.
Devin Olin, number 8, junior, outside linebacker.
Micah Roberts, number 7, junior, DB.
Dax Rainey, number 2, senior, DB.
Parker Phillips, 18, senior, DB.
Trey Batson, number 21, senior, cornerback.
Coach Lundy, defensive coordinator.
That was the Argyle High School Marching Band you heard there, finishing up our national anthem. We are just about set for kickoff. Again, Argyle won the toss tonight. Coin toss brought to you by the Lori Jacobson and the Legacy Group. It's not heads or tails, and you don't have to pick. With Lori Jacobson and the Legacy Group, you're both a client and a friend. We are just about set for kickoff. Again, Argyle will receive, and let's head back down to the sideline one more time with Clark. We got him down there. And Clark, let's get the Chick-fil-A on 407 mood on the sidelines.
I tell you, they're a little bit, they're moving around a little bit more than normal, and it might be because of the weather. It might be because this is Texas high school playoff football. And once again, we win the toss, and we have the wind. So I don't know what's going on here. Maybe people are just can't feel it. but it's working out in our favor for the third game in a row.
O.D. Wyatt will be on defense first. Here's that starting defense for them up front. They run a 4-2-5 look. Mykel Davis and Kelton Thompson, the defensive ends. DeAndre James and Clayshawn Womack are the defensive tackles. The linebackers are Amaj Mitchell and Zachariah Mitchell. The cornerbacks are Daniel Hardy and Jalen Womack. And the safeties, Malik Franklin, Ashton Larkin, and Elijah El Amin for O.D. Wyatt. Back deep for Argyle is Jaquan Felton. And here is the kickoff from Javorski Lane Jr., and it's going to be taken in the middle by Caden Yates. Oh, and he fumbles the football. Yates fumbles the football as Caden Yates gets back on it himself, and Argyle will have it 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line to start off this playoff game tonight. Again with Mitch Cullen, I'm Kenny Arthur, Clark McNulty on the sideline, the great Blake Jones producing for us. Your officials for tonight. Oh, I'm sorry, Mitch.
I was going to say, that could have been a bad start to the game.
Yeah,
right
could have,
there.
couldn't it? Your head linesman is Gary Cochran. Your line judge, Chris Vessels. The back judge is Randy Ivey. Side judge, Rick McClellan. Field judge is David Milholland. Umpire Zach Spears, and the referee is Logan Tyre. First play of the game, it's going to be a double pass. Got a man wide open down deep as Lane Stewart. He makes the catch from Will Hodson. Will Hodson played some quarterback at JV, and this one goes all the way to the 20-yard line. A 49-yard pass from Will Hodson to Lane Stewart on 1st down.
Yeah, Argyle just lined up in a pod formation to the right, and nobody checked the middle of the field. Wide open, running free.
2 receivers to either side for Argyle here on 1st down from the 20. It's going to be a handoff. Landon Ferris running on the left side, and he'll be stood up after he gets to about the 18. Only about a 2-yard pickup that time for Landon. And, you know, it's funny. I started to say something about that as over here before the game, I saw Will Hodson throwing a few passes, and it looked really good. And I'm like, he's just throwing because he's the backup quarterback or what? Here's a quick pass out to the right to Will Hodson, who is normally a receiver, and that pass is complete. He's run out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
Well, that's
7-yard pickup.
That's what you get in high school too, right? Because you don't know who they had on JV or who's played quarterback like you would in college.
And John Gailey keeps it this time on the read option, and he's going to be hit on 3rd and 1 and drop for a loss of a yard. It was Clayshawn Womack making the stop, and now it's 4th down and 2 for Argyle here at the 12-yard line of O.D. Wyatt.
Yeah, only one attempt to the middle of the field to run between the tackles so far. Argyle's kind of been trying to keep it out wide.
4th down and goal from the 2, and that should be a free play, and it is. Offsides pass to the end zone is incomplete. Lots of contact over there. Then some smack talking from Malik Franklin, the cornerback. But no call there, but there will be an offside on Wyatt, and that will be a 1st down and goal for Argyle.
Offsides on Wyatt. 1st down.
Yeah, so Argyle is just such a smooth team, smooth program, right? They knew exactly right there they were going to get him to jump off sides, right? I mean, Argyle's been so good at that over the years, and it worked to perfection right there.
Snap back to Gailey, handoff, Landon Ferris running left, cuts it back inside, and he's hit immediately. And you know, we talked about the offensive defensive lines, Mitch, and so far that defensive line for O.D. Wyatt is dominating up front.
Yeah, just no luck between the tackles.
Loss of a couple on that one, back to the 8-yard line, so it's going to be 2nd down and goal. 10 minutes to play, 1st quarter, no score. Ferris has got it again, big hole this time, straight up the middle, walking the dog, easy touchdown, untouched, 8-yard touchdown run for Landon Ferris. 6 on the board for the Eagles.
Yeah, and just as we say, they've had no luck between the tackles, that hole was gigantic. It was as wide as the goalpost right there, and he ran right straight through it, completely untouched.
Carter Buxton, the junior, on for the extra point. And it's no good. Snap was a little high. And Colton Rockmore brought it down, but Carter Buxton could not get it through. 9:56 to play 1st quarter. It's Argyle 6 and O.D. Wyatt nothing. And now Chaparrals should get the football. Here's that starting 11 for O.D. Wyatt on offense. Actually, I'll give you 12 because they change up and they'll run a fullback quite a bit. But up front, the big boys, Braylon Bell, a junior, he's the center. Tyrese Garland and Rakundo Lewi are the guards. Nicholas Woodard and Emmanuel Franco are the tackles. Receivers are, I believe that's Aston Watkins. I think that's what I was told. Quest Matkins is the other receiver. Javorski Lane Jr. in the slot. DK Crawford is also a slot receiver. He leads the team with 68 catches on the season and 9 touchdowns. Running back is Ashton Larkin. Mykel Davis is the fullback, and Cade Barrett, the junior, 3-year starter at quarterback, 5'11", 205. He's thrown for almost 2,100 yards, 26 touchdowns, and only 3 interceptions. Has number 5, Cade Barrett, for the Chaparrals. And Carter Buxton will kick it deep. Back deep, Jeremiah Boone and Xavier Walker, and it goes over the head of Boone and into the end zone for a touchback, so it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Let's get us a drive summary with Argyle leading 6-0. Here's Mitchy Poo.
Yeah, that first drive summary is coming to us tonight. Dave and Kathy Salisbury, the real estate station. So Argyle drives 67 yards in 6 plays, 2:04 off the clock. They had 47 of the 67 on the very first play, and then an 8-yard TD run to cap it by Ferris.
So 1st and 10 for the Chaparrals, moving from right to left. Get you the Cinch Cleaner uniform update here in just a moment. Here's a quick inside bubble screen. It's complete to Jeremiah Boone, number 4, and a whole swarm of Argyle Eagles wrap him up. Devin Owen, Bud Petter combined to make the stop on Jeremiah Boone, the 5'10", 160-pound junior. It's going to be 2nd down and 11. O.D. Wyatt in their white jerseys, blue numerals outlined in Carolina blue. Dark blue pants with Carolina blue and white stripes down the side. Dark blue helmets with the Carolina blue logo for the Chaparrals. Argyle red jerseys, white numerals outlined in black. Black helmets with white eagle feathers. Black pants with white and red piping down the side of those pants. Interception! Oh, it should have been. Pass right into the hands of Devin Owen. It was intended for DK Crawford. And Owen, I guess it hit him right between the, maybe it's a little too high. Maybe hit the top part of the 8 and not the middle.
Yeah, it was a hard pass to intercept because it was low, right? Nobody was going to catch it. The only person that had a chance was Argyle.
3rd down and 11, 3 receivers right, 1 left. Split into the right side. Barrett, quick hitter out to the right, and that's complete to Javorski Lane. He's going to be close to a 1st down, but he's going to be just short. He's brought down at the 33-yard line.
Boy, they'd almost be crazy to kick into that wind, right? I mean, your net yards, if you do get the punt off, are going to be not much.
Be 4th and about 1.5 yards here. It looks like O.D. Wyatt might go for it. 3 receivers coming out wide left, actually 4, as the running back is out to the left as well. 4th down and 1 yard. Argyle playing off. Yep, now there's going to be a flag, a pre-snap penalty here.
Now they're going to kick it.
And that's going to bring on the punt.
Good ball. Ball start. Number 70 for Wyatt. 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
That's Kamal Stevens, 5'10", 230-pound junior offensive lineman. And there's been a little bit of a struggle this year as Javorski Lane goes back in punt formation. And for Argyle, Will Krzyzak will go back to receive it. But Argyle could get to a punt or two tonight if they want to.
Yeah.
There's the snap back to Lane, and they get to it, and it's tipped. At the line of scrimmage, Argyle gets away from it, as it's going to be a really, really short punt, as somebody got a hand on it. It looks like Nathaniel Bruce may have got a little bit of, may have tipped that one. It ends up being a 12-yard punt, no return. Great field position for Argyle at the 42-yard line of the Chaparrals with a 6-0 lead here with 8:23 to play in the first quarter. And we talked about them just a little while ago, and we'll bring them up once again. Where we go for breakfast every Friday morning. Marge, Bun, and all the gang over at the Snooty Pig. They greet us on Friday mornings, take care of us for breakfast, the entire broadcasting crew. Go see them for breakfast or lunch tomorrow, 377 at Country Club Road. Snooty Pig, place to go when you're hungry. Deep ball for Jaquan Felton, just overthrown, and John Gailey was hammered just as he let go of the football. It was going deep, and I think Felton may have had a step or two, but a nice rush.
Yeah, if that's the NFL, that's a flag. You can't go low on the QB like that, right?
Play action. Gailey wants to throw again. He's going to hit Will Hodson on a short one, this time at the 32. Inside, makes a man miss, breaks a tackle at the 20, and Hodson will go down the sideline and into the end zone. 42-yard touchdown pass from John Gailey to Will Hodson. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
So Will catches it and just kind of curls around the defender, and then he showed some wheels right there getting into the end zone. He just outran everybody the last 25 yards for the touchdown.
We talked about that. We can go down to Clark for this, but Clark knows this as well. There's so many guys on this team that run sub 4.5 40s, and Will Hodson's one of them.
He showed it right there. He looked like he was fast right there.
Good snap, good hold, and the extra point by Carter Buxton this time is good. 8:06 to play in the first quarter. Our score, Argyle 13, OD Wyatt nothing on Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting.
407 Barbecue is a proud supporter of the Argyle Eagles. Named the very best barbecue in all of DFW several times over, 407 Barbecue offers an array of award-winning smoked meats, including mouth-watering brisket and rib. If you're brave enough, try to tackle on your own Spudzilla. No plate is complete without one of their world-famous sides either. And don't get out the door until you round out your trip with a bowl of Grandma's banana pudding. 407 Barbecue is family-owned and operated by your neighbors right here in Argyle. See their menu and catering options online at 407bbq.com or see for yourself at I-35W exit 407. 407 Barbecue.
For over 2 decades, DFW Door Repair has been taking your ideas and turning them into the reality of a beautiful entry, patio, or interior doors. We also offer repair services that will have all of your older doors operating like new. Check us out today and set up your free consultation at www.dfwdoorrepair.com or call us at 214-390-3901. DFW Door Repair, bringing service to your door for over 2 decades.
Here comes kickoff. Argyle now up 13-0, and it goes over the head into the end zone. Xavier Walker watches that one sail over his head for the touchback and back to the 25-yard line for the Chaparrals. And here's another drive summary from Mitch Cullen.
Brought to us by Ty and Jennifer Homeyer of the Design House. Argyle went 42 yards in 2 plays, 17 seconds, set up by a 12-yard punt by O.D. Wyatt is what really gave Argyle the field position. First play was incomplete. Second play was a 42-yard touchdown pass.
Cade Barrett, signal caller. Ready to take the snap here for the Chaparrals. Oh, wait, this may be somebody. Oh, that's Barrett. He's going to go deep on the right side. That ball is going to be knocked away. Played by Jaquan Felton over there. Defensive play. Knocks it away from the intended receiver, Jeremiah Boone. It'll be second down and 10.
O.D. Wyatt didn't really want to run the ball, do they?
No, and like I said, they're only rushing for less than 130 yards a game. Leading rusher only averaging a little over 4 carry. Backup running back averaging about 4, almost 5 per carry. 3 receivers split out wide right, 1 left. Empty backfield this time, snap back. Somebody moved. There's a flag down. This pass is complete in between 2 defenders on the right side. Jaquan Felton will toss the receiver out of bounds after he makes that catch, a 11-yard pickup.
Yeah, I think Argyle jumped.
Jaworski Lane. You know, I felt like
Argyle, penalty is declined. First down.
So it'll be first and 10 from the 36-yard line as Jaworski Lane Jr. made that catch. He's a freshman, 5'9". He's listed at 5'9", 160 pounds. That's not right. He's bigger than that.
He's thicker. I don't know if he's any taller.
Right, he may not be taller. He's lined up over here on the near side of the 35-yard line. 2 receivers right, 3 receivers right, 1 left. Again, empty backfield with quarterback Cade Barrett. Now the running back, Ashton Larkin, will go back to the left of his quarterback. Nothing but passes so far. Now they're going to hand it off to Larkin. And he makes a nice move to the outside and picks up a couple on that right side. And the referee left his mic on. Second down and 8. Michael Madry made the stop. Clock running, 7:10 to play in the first quarter. Argyle leading 13-0. 3 receivers left, 1 right this time for the Chaparrals. Barrett's going to roll this time, rolling to his left. He's under some pressure from Petter.
Pass is going to be knocked away. Parker Phillips with a good play. He had a shot at an interception. Trey Batson is kind of upset because he's thinking if Parker Phillips had knocked that away, it comes right into his breadbasket for an interception. But good defensive play by Parker Phillips in his 3rd and 8. And he's going over and telling his buddy, Clark, you're down there and you seeing this. So he goes over and tells his buddy, man, you got to know I'm there, right?
Yeah.
You got to read my mind.
Eyes in the back of the head when you're back in that position.
3rd down and 8 now for the Chaparrals. 3 receivers. Trips to the right. Single receiver to the left side this time. Argyle moving around on the defensive front. On this 3rd down and 8 play, snap back to Barrett. He's under pressure quickly. Oh my gosh, looked like there could have been a hold on Mykel Madry. Now Barrett's going to take off and he's going to be shoved out of bounds by Trey Batson on the right side into his own bench there, the Wyatt bench. Right at the 40-yard line, about a 2-yard pickup. He'll leave a 4th down and 6 for the Chaparrals, and the punt team will come on.
He does a pretty good job avoiding the initial rush. I thought he maybe had some room to run over there, but Trey Batson closed on him pretty fast, and that might have been a business decision just to get out of bounds right there too, even though he was much larger than Trey, or he appears to be.
Oh, this snap way back to Jaworski Lane, and it's going to be blocked, picked up, and it's going to be picked up by Nathaniel Bruce into the end zone for the Argyle touchdown. Special teams play. Nathaniel Bruce blocked the first punt. He blocks the second punt, gets on this one, takes it into the end zone. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Yeah, Jaworski almost had to call for a fair catch on that snap. It was sailing back there, and he had to wait on it, and he knew as soon as he caught it, it was blocked.
Yeah, just nothing for him to do on that situation,
Nothing.
and that's what I'm saying. I mean, Argyle can do that all night long if they want. So if you're O.D. Wyatt, do you just go for it on 4th down every time?
You're going to have to. You might as well, right? At least Argyle's got to drive, 30 yards if they don't get it? Yeah, not good execution.
Carter Buxton into the tip, the PAT out of the hold of Colton Rockmore. Snap from Caden Yates is a good one, and the extra point from Buxton is good. 6:40 to play in the first quarter. It's now Argyle 20, O.D. Wyatt nothing. You're listening to Eagle Football, brought to you by the Argyle Eagle Booster Club.
Buying or selling a home is likely your greatest investment. Lori Jacobson and the Legacy Group believe in making the process easy and simple for your family. Whether you're moving into your forever home in Argyle, need help remodeling or staging, or are a first-time buyer, Lori's dedicated to making sure all of her clients walk away from the transaction satisfied. She has a saying that you walk in as a client, but you leave as a friend. So it's no secret why she's been named Best Real Estate Agent by D Magazine yet again. Lori Jacobson encourages all the Argyle Eagles to leave a legacy both on and off the field. Go Eagles.
For over 2 decades, DFW Door Repair has been taking your ideas and turning them into the reality of a beautiful entry, patio, or interior doors. We also offer repair services that will have all of your older doors operating like new. Check us out today and set up your free consultation at www.dfwdoorrepair.com or call us at 214-390-3901. DFW Door Repair, bringing service to your door for over 2 decades.
That's right.
Here's Mitchy Poo.
So this was brought to us by Lamar National Bank. Argyle took it to the bank right there. Just like we discussed, bad snap. Nothing the kicker could do. Blocked. What was it?
About a 10-yard return after he finally picked it up.
Yeah, the punt was probably from about the 20, 25, I guess. And nothing they could do with it. Who was it picked it up? Madry?
Nathaniel Bruce.
Nathaniel Bruce.
So Wyatt, 3 receivers right, 1 left this time. Running back is to the right of his quarterback, Cade Barrett. Snaps a little high, he's under pressure. Now he's rolling to his right. Justice Jones giving chase. Pass is incomplete, intended for D.K. Crawford. And Devin Owen was about to light him up, and he may have made a business decision not to catch that, Mitch.
Yeah, may have. Yeah, they do a pretty good job of getting away from the sack. He just doesn't appear to be a running type quarterback.
Yeah, he's only got 96 yards rushing on the season. He doesn't run a whole lot, except when he's flushed out of there. Second down, 10. Now he's rolling to the right, and he's going to throw, and the pass is complete at about the 29-yard line to Jaworski Lane. That is a 4-yard gain. Now they're going to mark him out right at the 30, so a 5-yard gain, leave a third down and 5. Hey, tonight's first quarter brought to you by Second Family Home Care Services, Dave and Kathy Salisbury, the real estate station, Say Do Laser, all the great folks over at Chick-fil-A on 407, Fifth Gear Automotive, Connie Johnson and A-Town Apparel, Wise Health Surgical Hospital. Give you the rest of those after this play. But we've got a timeout, so give us a chance to keep talking about those. The rest of the folks bringing us our first quarter tonight. Shelley Wiley at Argyle Fine Arts Preschool, Argyle Dental Associates, Billy Klein at DFW Door Repair, Justin Ray over at Jostens, JB Warranties, and the sponsor of our pregame show, Joe and Tina Bartram, and LHM Financial Corporation, AEBC. Thanks to all these cool sponsors for their support and help us get us on the air. And I think some new equipment. Clark, you got some new equipment.
Some new equipment.
I mean, is it like Christmas for you or what?
It is awesome.
Wow.
It is awesome. No cords anymore. It all fits right here in my hand. It's awesome. Thank you to the Booster Club board for that.
If only they could get you like an enclosed golf cart you could sit in and watch the game, right?
Oh, come on, guys. I'm not you.
Or one of those cool TV towers.
Get down here.
One of those cool TV towers that you could drive up and down the track.
Yeah. There you go.
Just tell the Majestics to move out of the way over there, and you just drive right through them. All right, following that O.D. Wyatt timeout, come out here with a third down and 5. 6 minutes to play in our first quarter. Argyle leading 20-0 in this bi-district matchup. Happy Veterans Day to all the veterans and those serving. Might be listening to us. We appreciate you. Third down and 5. Snap back to Barrett. Quick pass is complete out to the 33-yard line on the right side. Nice moves on the inside. That's D.K. Crawford. He's going to have a first down up at the 45-yard line, a 15-yard pickup before Jaquan Felton can make the stop. And wholesale changes at defensive line here for Argyle as Darian Doyle, Logan Gregory, and Brendan Hickman will check in on the defensive front for the boys in red. First and 10 from their own 45. Trips to the right, one receiver left. No tight end look ever, and there's movement on the right side. The right tackle, 72, DeAndre James.
Ball start on number 70, Wyatt. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Calling on number 70. He didn't do anything. It was 72. It's not Kamal's fault. It's DeAndre's fault. So back them up 5 to the 40. It'll be first down and 15. Winner tonight's matchup. Move on to the area round of the playoffs. Here's a handoff straight ahead. Ashton Larkins. He's going to have a couple on the right side.
Ashton Larkin goes 5'6".
Grant Mirabal brings him down. Yeah, he's not a big kid at all. 5'6", 160.
Yeah, little Jaworski Lane, can you imagine being a 15-year-old kid out there playing against the #1 team in the state?
Right. Might even be 14 yet.
Might be.
Birthday yet. Second down and 12, and here's a pass over the head of the intended receiver, Jeremiah Boone. They were trying to do the bubble screen. It was a forward pass, and it goes out of bounds in the Argyle sideline. It'll be third down and 12.
And Jaworski Lane looks a little bit like Emmitt Smith with the 22. Then he's got that lower back pad that sticks out down there.
We're assuming, we didn't confirm it anywhere, but we're assuming that Jaworski Lane Jr. is son of former Texas A&M great Jaworski Lane. Third down and 12 here for the Chaparrals. Snap back to Barrett. He's rolling to his left. He's looking. He's under some pressure, and he hits Jaworski Lane. Nope, it goes through his hands and incomplete. I don't think Lane's going to get much. He might have got 3 yards out of that as Grant Mirabal was bearing down on him. And that pass is incomplete. It's fourth down. We'll see what Coach Chris wants to do now with the punting situation that Wyatt's had a couple of times.
Yeah, and it is a tough decision just because they got to get 11, 12 yards, which they've only done maybe once tonight. But there's no sense in punting it. I mean, they'd be better off snapping to the quarterback and quick kicking it, right?
They did have a 15-yard gain earlier on this drive. They need 12 here to pick up the first down. From their own 43, ball on the right hash. Snap back to Barrett. He's looking, he's under pressure. Justice Jones giving chase. Now he's just going to go deep down the sideline and overthrown. was intended over there for Quest Madkins, but step-for-step coverage by Jaquan Felton. Turnover on downs, it's Argyle football.
Yeah, the arm strength is there. Accuracy just wasn't there. I mean, he threw it 40 yards in the air into the wind.
Yeah. Hey, has Hell hit your car like Grant Mariball or maybe Bud Petter? Hell Fighters is offering the finest bumper-to-bumper automotive repair. Hell Fighters offers free estimates and complimentary pickup and drop-off located in the Texas Business Park in Argyle. Reach out to the office manager, Brittany, for more details at 469-390-7365. Handoff, R.J. Bunnell running straight ahead. He's going to have a couple to the 41-yard line. And I saw a couple new faces maybe on the offensive line. Nope. And we've got an injured Argyle Eagle. Looks like Jason Crowder, the Argyle center, is the one down right now. That'll bring a second down and 4:51 to play in the first quarter. Argyle leading 20-0. Again, the winner of this game advances to the area round next week to take on the winner of Wichita Falls Rider and El Paso Chapin. So as you can imagine, it's not that we're fans. We're just praying that Wichita Falls Rider wins.
Logistically speaking, right? Yeah, there are some travel issues when you start playing those El Paso schools, that's for sure.
But Argyle offensive line been so strong all year long. Wes Tucker, one of those, and he had to fight back from missed all last season with an injury, and he had to fight back just to get back to play this season. And here's Wes giving you a little information about him coming back off that injury.
Having guys to give me advice, like Knox, he really helped me last year.
Yeah.
As somebody who went through it, but it did give me a much bigger appreciation, just especially like last week. I remember I got a little emotional after the game, just because I simply played through the entire game.
Yeah.
That was something I hadn't done yet.
All right, Jason Crowder being helped off the field. Looks like the left leg, and we'll see if if Clark can get him more information once Jason comes off the field there. But coming off pretty gingerly on that left leg, get some help from a couple of Argyle trainers. It'll be second down and 8 when we get back to action. 4:51 to play in the first quarter, and Argyle leading 20-0. Carter Wilson, yes, younger brother of Preston and Sheridan, is in now at the center position, wearing that same number 72 as the older brothers. Tenth play of the game for Argyle. It's a handoff. R.J. Bunnell bounces off a man, spin move, falls forward for a first down to the 33-yard line. Somebody out there loses their hat. An 8-yard gain. It's first down. You were talking about Jaworski Lane being a freshman. What about Nathaniel Bruce, the freshman?
Yep.
2 block punts, and one of them he took back for a touchdown. Third down and 10. Argyle from the 33 of Wyatt. Gailey under some pressure, but he's got a man wide open, and it's complete. And it's an easy walk-in. Argyle touchdown. 33-yard touchdown. That's Rex out of the backfield. R.J. Bunnell, 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Yeah, just running a little wheel route straight up the seam, and nobody was there. Gailey did a great job, just kind of laid it in, didn't try to overthrow it, just dropped it right in the bucket. Easy touchdown.
Argyle going for 2 here. Man in motion from left to right. Gailey going to roll to his right. He's under a lot of pressure. He's looking. He's just going to throw to the end zone. And did he dig it off the turf? And that pass is complete. Nice job by Wayne Prince going down to make the catch for the 2-point conversion. Great job by Gailey, who was under a lot of pressure by Big Kelton Thompson. And just threw it into the end zone. A great catch by Prince. Extra points good. Argyle leads 28-0 with 4:19 to play here in the first quarter.
Gailey with a great pass, but even better effort by a 6'7" guy having to go to the ground to catch it, right?
Yeah, he's got to get way down there, doesn't he? Absolutely. Well, R.J. Bunnell, though, he touched, other than the 2-point conversion, R.J. touched the ball on every play of that drive, and R.J. likes being the workhorse.
I think it's a great system. I think that especially at positions like running back or, receiver, quarterback, I feel like in those premier positions, you have to get in a rhythm to get going. And I think with just constant rotation, like every 3 plays, every 3 runs, whatever, it's like you can get hot and then it just completely throws you out. So you kind of need a build up to get you just kind of in the like in the mode for it. We're just kind of in the mindset. And I think the series I think it works.
Ball blows off the tee here, so Colton Rockmore will hold it for his kicker, Carter Buxton.
So I was really thinking that this was going to be a running game matchup tonight with the weather, and it was going to go really fast.
Kickoff is fielded a yard deep by Xavier Walker. He's going to bring it out and absolutely nowhere to go, and he starts running backwards, and that was a huge mistake. And he's going to be tackled all the way back inside the 5-yard line. Looks like maybe Garrett Westrom, number 22, makes the stop for the Argyle special teams all the way back. They'll give him the 6-yard line. That's where it'll be 1st and 10 for the OD Wide Chaparrals.
Yeah, and after you get past the first guy with Argyle, it's just one after another that just keep coming in. It's just an uphill battle the whole way.
And that's a sophomore, by the way. And I think the majority of Argyle special teams tonight, sophomores and freshmen. How about a drive summary? You got a drive summary for us, Mitchie P?
I got a drive summary for you. Brought to you by Northern Texas Facial and Oral Surgery. I'll tell you here in just a second.
We'll get it
won't take long.
First down play. Handoff to Ashton Perkins. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. He falls forward to get back to the line of scrimmage. He was hit behind the line of scrimmage. Bud Petter. 35. Justice Jones makes the stop. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, so that long drive by Argyle, 3 plays, 43 yards, 45 seconds off the clock with the capped by the long touchdown with R.J. Bunnell. Receiving touchdown, R.J. Bunnell.
2nd down and 10. Barrett's got it again. Quick pass is complete on the right side. And he's going to be run out of bounds. That's DK Crawford. And Crawford running out of bounds. He's not going to get a whole lot over there. Only maybe a gain of 2. It's going to be 3rd down and 8.
Did Clark, could you see, do we have motion on their O-line? Are the referees just ignoring everything at this point already?
Yeah, they're busy chasing their hats down the field because this wind really picked up.
3rd down and 8 from the 8-yard line for OD Wyatt. Play action. Now the throw. Good pass complete to DK Crawford for a 1st down. Running right at the seam on the left hash. Parker Phillips makes the stop, but a 22-yard gain out to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, nice pass and nice catch. He didn't do the alligator arms. He knew he was going to get hit, but he still went up, caught it, ball way above his head. Nice throw and catch for them.
Biggest play by 7 yards for the Wyatt Chaparrals. 2 receivers to either side this time. They're looking at the sideline to get the play call. Barrett now has what he wants, claps his hands together, waiting on the snap. It's back to him. Play action. Oh, it's out of his hands. Fumbled. Barrett now is just going to run and just throw it up for grabs into the stands. And he might have got outside the tackle box. He was running for his life as Justice Jones was chasing him again. And
he did have a receiver right there, though. I mean,
yeah,
we all know what he was doing, but there was a receiver right
Absolutely. By the way, I don't know if they started earlier or what. It's already halftime out in Wichita Falls, and Ryder leads El Paso Chapin 27-0. At least it says it's halftime here on this scoreboard I'm looking at. 2nd down and 10 for the Chaparrals from their own 30. Really not too many places in between here in Wichita Falls to play, so I'm not exactly sure where that game's going to be. I don't know if Bowie's got much of a stadium now.
How about Alvord?
Darian Doyle in the backfield on this one. Makes the tackle as Perkins. Ashton Larkin couldn't go anywhere on the right side. Matter of fact, he's going to lose a yard back to the 29, and it's 3rd down and 11. And Mitch, you already see it. Larkin there's got his hands on his hips. And could be that he's shaking up a little bit, but it kind of looks like, man, there's nothing. We can't do anything.
Well, you know, they knew it going in, right? I mean,
sure.
Or they suspected it, and then it just went bad so fast. Started with the coin toss.
Extra offensive lineman this time, 3 receivers left. Barrett's going to throw, and he throws it across the middle to Javorski Lane, who makes the catch at the 37-yard line. Jaquan Felton, his 3rd tackle of the game. He makes the stop. It's going to be 4th down and 3 here for Wyatt. 8-yard pickup on that play. Clock running, 2 minutes to play first quarter. Argyle leading 28-0 in this bi-district matchup. Here's the 4th down play for the Chaparrals. Snaps back to Barrett. He's looking. Quick pass to Crawford. It's batted up in the air and incomplete. Nice job by Parker Phillips there. He read that one ahead of time. One of them picked 6, but able to knock it up in the air, and pass falls incomplete. Turnover on down. Second pass breakup for Parker Phillips, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles at the 37 of O.D. Wyatt. Hey, Chick-fil-A on 407 in Flower Mound is Argyle's favorite Chick-fil-A. It's mine too, since it does my paycheck. We're proud sponsors of the Argyle Eagles Booster Club. Can't wait to see you in the restaurant. Download the Chick-fil-A One app. Make sure you select Chick-fil-A Justin Road as your favorite. If you're the only one looking for a great place to work, have them text Pickles to 56379. And here's a handoff to Landon Ferris. Straight ahead, he's breaking tackles. He's all the way to the 25-yard line, a 12-yard pickup. But just a reminder, Mitch, one of your favorites, the peppermint chocolate chip milkshake, is back at Chick-fil-A on Monday.
Love them. Love them. I may be in line on Monday.
And Clark earlier said, sounds good or looks good. I guess he's never had one.
No, I have not.
There's a little pass out to the backfield to Ferris on the left side, and he'll be run out of bounds. He's going to gain about 3 over there.
And that surprises me with Clark.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Just saying. Clark likes pralines and cream or something. What was his flavor?
Praline pecan.
Praline pecan?
Okay, yeah.
2nd down and 7. Hand off to Ferris once again. He's hit just as he crosses the line of scrimmage, but able to fall forward for about 4 or 5 yards. Nice job by Landon Ferris. A little bit of a spin, a Ferris wheel, we like to call that.
Yep. 3rd
down and 2. It's Ferris again. He's and finally ends up off tackle on the left side behind Wes Tucker, and he's got a 1st down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Wes had him a snooty pig pancake, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Oh, this time Landon Ferris with absolutely nowhere to go, and he is hit hard by Kelton Thompson, 6'3", 200-pound junior defensive end for O.D. Wyatt. That's a 3-yard loss back to the 11-yard line.
Yeah, just Argyle was going with a whole lot of pace and maybe just went a little bit too fast, and somebody forgot to block him. He was just completely untouched.
Clock down to 30 seconds to play in this first quarter. 2nd down and goal from the 11. It's going to be Ferris again. Delayed handoff. Man, he's hit and spun around. Guy says, I'll show you a Ferris wheel as he slings Landon to the turf. Might have been Kelton Thompson once again.
Yeah, so a bunch of guys getting slung around down there. Clark, is it already getting chippy?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely, it's getting chippy.
Not happy to be down 28-0. Argyle's going to get one more playoff here in this quarter, and they're going to throw it, and they're looking to the end zone. It's incomplete. Was trying to throw it up high for Wayne Pritz down the middle of the field. It's incomplete, and it's going to be 4th down, but that is going to be the end of our first quarter. We're through quarter 1 here in our bi-district matchup between Argyle and O.D. Wyatt, and the Eagles lead 28-0 on Argyle Eagle Booster Club broadcast.
This year, as our Argyle Eagles build on the continued legacy of success, our Papa John's family is here to help step up your pizza game. The North Lake Papa John's is your locally owned and operated pizza shop right here in your backyard. Step up your dinner plans this week with any one of our specialty pizzas, papadillas, wings, and desserts. This season, get 25% off your order by using the coupon code EAGLES23. It is the perfect way to celebrate an Argyle win tonight. Enjoy the game and go Eagles. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Park Place is proud to support Argyle High School and all you Eagles fans out there. You deserve to feel like a winner, whether you're cheering on your favorite team or shopping for your new favorite car. And at Park Place Lexus Grapevine and Jaguar Land Rover DFW, you'll enjoy a fully customized luxury dealership experience that'll make you feel like the MVP. So head over to your nearest Park Place dealership or visit parkplace.com and see what makes them the experts in excellence.
Back for quarter number 2 here at Eagle Stadium with Mitch Cullen. I'm Kenny Arthur, Clark McNulty on the sideline. The great Blake Jones producing. Headed to quarter number 2, and Argyle going to try a field goal here from the left hash. Now against the wind, ball's going to be spotted at the 18-yard line. A 28-yard attempt by Carter Buxton. It's on its way, and it is no good. It is wide right against a stiff north wind. And so a nice drive by Argyle is all for naught on this one, and O.D. Wyatt will take over the football with 11:55 to play here in the second quarter, and Argyle leading 28-0. Hey, Clark, I need you to run down there and do me a little shopping because I need some Argyle spirit wear, and I need you to go down to the OG. Connie Johnson, the crew down at A-Town Apparel, the official spirit wear provider for Argyle Athletics. If you're a true Argyle fan, shop with A-Town Apparel, knowing your money's not only supporting a local business, but also supporting Argyle ISD. If you can't find it down there at the game, talk to the folks with A-Town or check online at atownapparel.com. Actually, I think they may have even opened a little storefront. 1st and 10 at the 20. I need to find that out. Handoff on the right side to Ashton Larkin. And Garrett Westrom comes up. He's in there one of the safety spots now, and he makes the stop after about a 7-yard pickup to the 27-yard line.
Larkin's got some quicks. If you give him a little bit of a seam, he can hit it.
3 receivers left for OD. Wyatt, 1 receiver. Split out wide right. Snaps back to Barrett. He's going to throw. This time it's going to be complete. And hit. Oh, ball's out. Oh, they're going to say that he was down. Pass was complete to Quest Matkins. And Westrom and Caden Yates combined to hammer big number 8. He's one of the bigger guys. Again, he's listed at 6 foot 185, but again, it's kind of the same thing there, Clark. If you look at that guy, he looks a little bigger than 185, number 8.
Yes.
He's had a few snooty pig pancakes. 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. Pass is going to be complete out to DK Crawford. He's got a little running room on that side. He's going to get out across the 40 and run out of bounds in front of his own bench at the 41-yard line. That's going to be another first down for the Chaparrals. I think Clark thought he saw a hold out there on the outside.
Yeah, they're not going to call that.
No. Trey Batson and Devin Owen combined to make the stop on that one. More changes on the defensive front for Argyle as now looks like Hayes Neal is checked in along with Hunter Sandifer. 1st and 10 from their own 41. It's going to be a handoff to Larkin. He bounces this one outside to the left. Oh, breaks the tackle. And Caden Yates drops him at the 49, but another nice gain of about 7 for Ashton Larkin. They are running the football here, Mitch, finally.
Yeah.
OD White, and they're having some success with it.
Yeah, Larkin hits the hole hard and fast, and he did right there and used a good stiff arm to get him an extra probably 4 yards.
Argyle a little bit confused out there. Oh, nope, now we got it figured out. Devin Owen goes from linebacker back to a safety spot. He wasn't sure. Justice Jones checked in. Garrett Westrom comes out, 2nd down and 3. Passes out to Jaworski Lane. It's complete. He's got the 50, breaks a tackle there, drags another tackler for a couple of yards into Argyle territory to the 48-yard line. That's going to be close. I think it's just enough. It is a 3-yard gain and a first down for the Chaparrals.
Yeah, they're just kind of slowly working their way down with little short passes in the running game. I mean, essentially those passes that they're throwing right there is really just a run play, right? Because it's a real safe pass. So it's okay. They're keeping the clock going.
3 first downs prior to this drive, 3 on this drive for OD White. It's 1st and 10 from the Argyle 48-yard line. Snap back to Barrett. He's going to hand it to Larkin, running straight ahead. And he is clotheslined by Bud Petter at the 45-yard line, giving him a pickup of 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Clock running, 9:15 to play. Second quarter, Argyle leading 28-0.
Yeah, Bud nearly took his helmet off right there.
But did a nice job, avoided the face mask.
That's right.
3 receivers go out wide left. Play 7 of the drive here for the Chaparrals. From the Argyle 45, right hash. Oh, snap low and on the ground. It's going to be picked up by Ashton Larkin and absolutely nowhere to go. Caden Yates. First one there to make the stop. He's going to lose a couple of yards back to the 48-yard line, 47-yard line.
I thought he picked it up from his knees anyway.
I did too. Yeah, I thought so too. He and Barrett both, the quarterback and him both looked like they were down on their knees, but 8.5 to play. Oh, there's a flag down. We've got some movement here before the snap.
Ball start, number 72 on Wyatt. First, 5-yard, still 3rd down.
Is he saying Wyatt or White?
I don't know. I haven't quite figured that out yet. Either way, he's right.
Yeah. Either way.
He's right because they're wearing white and they're OD Wyatt.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
So
3rd down and 15.
What do you know about OD Wyatt? Anything?
Not yet, but I'm sure you're going to tell me. Snap back to Barrett. Here's the inside bubble screen. It's incomplete. DK Crawford had it right in his hands. Couldn't hang on to it. It'll be 4th down and 15. Couple of shout outs real quick. Judson Clark says all he wants right now is cuddles with Kenny. Well, I'm sorry, that's not happening. I think he's supposed to come in the press box. He's cold.
I don't blame him.
They've had 2 punts blocked, has O.D. Wyatt, both by Nathaniel Bruce, one for a touchdown. They are not going to punt here on 4th and 15 from their own 48-yard line. 3 receivers split out wide left, 1 right for the Chaparrals, moving from left to right in the second quarter. Barrett, straight drop. He's under some pressure. Now he's going to throw, and the pass is incomplete. D.K. Crawford goes up for it, and he had a shot, and a great defensive play by Argyle's number 21, Trey Batson, to knock it away. Turnover on downs. It's Argyle football at the Wyatt 48.
Yeah, and that was going to be a first down, and his receiver was there. He just hung it up a little bit too long in the air, and then it gave the Argyle secondary time to close in, just knock it away. But I think it still hit Metcalf in the hands, didn't it? And the Argyle defender came in and knocked it out.
I got to give one more shout out to my boy, Dondi. He's even gone blonde with playoff hair, a state golfer for Argyle Special Olympics, and he's listening in. Here's R.J. Bunnell getting the handoff, and he is hammered. Going to lose a couple of yards there. Zachariah Mitchell, linebacker, makes a stop. It's 2nd down at 12. Argyle quickly. Play action. Pass complete. Wayne Pritz on the left side at the 40. Dodges a tackle there. Runs over a man at the 35 and finally shoved out of bounds by Xavier Walker at the 32-yard line. An 18-yard gain on the pass to Wayne Pritz.
Yeah, Argyle likes to go fast once they have a little success. And there's some more.
Pass is deep, right down the middle. Another Argyle touchdown. Again, it's Will Hodson this time. He's got a touchdown pass and now a touchdown reception. 33-yard pass from John Gailey to Will Hodson. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
And John Gailey threw a great pass right there into the wind, threw it right on a rope, right to the receiver in stride, who just ran right into the end zone.
Well, sometimes that helps the quarterback.
Into the wind?
Yeah.
Because you got to throw it a little bit harder?
Yeah.
Take some of the touch out of it.
On to try the PAT is Anthony Aruvukaba, the junior, and that extra point is good. 7:25 to play, second quarter. It's now Argyle 35, O.D. Wyatt nothing on Argyle Eagle Booster Club broadcast.
A trusted community staple for over 15 years, Rapid Med Urgent Care provides you and your family with personalized minor emergency care. Checkups to cuts, broken bones, vaccinations, rapid COVID testing, allergy testing and treatment, physicals, and even state-of-the-art concussion treatment. We do it all. Walk-ins are welcome or visit rapidmed.com. Find a time that works for you, book your video or in-person visit today. Rapid Med Urgent Care, hometown emergency care doctors with Texas-sized hearts and proud supporters of our Argyle Eagles.
Preferred Climate Solutions proudly supports our Argyle Eagles. We have over 17 years of experience with portable heating and cooling systems all across the great state of Texas. Preferred Climate Solutions provides great customer service and quick response times in a variety of applications. Visit our website at preferredclimatesolutions.com and see what we can do to keep you comfortable. PCS provides the best on-the-spot cooling and heating products in the industry. Let's go, Eagles!
Petter hit me early. It was receiver interference.
Yeah, you're 20 yards from being under it.
Illegal procedure.
Right
kick out of
line
bounds
for a
by
second
Argyle. 5 yards to be added to the end of the spot. First down.
Ball will be at the 35-yard line here for O.D. Wyatt. 7:25 to play. Second quarter, and Argyle leading 35-0. We didn't get a drive summary, did we?
We're about to after this play.
Yeah, we can get it now. We got a stoppage.
Let's go without it. So this one is from Argyle UMC, United Methodist Church. 3 plays, 48 yards, 45 seconds, capped by a 33-yard TD pass. Gately, 5 of 6 tonight, 100 yards and 2 TDs.
Handoff, Ashton Larkin. Nowhere to go, Darian Doyle. Bud Petter was in the backfield. He caused the havoc back there, and then Darian Doyle says, thanks, Bud. Allow me to make this tackle here for a yard loss. Second down and 11. quarterback, Cade Barrett, shaking up just a little bit. 2nd down and 11 for the Chaparrals. 2 receivers to either side. Inside bubble screen is complete.
Whoa.
There's some room in the middle of the field. He's to the 40. Keeps going east and west, though, instead of turning it up. It's going to end up getting a 9-yard gain. Parker Phillips makes the stop. Should have easily had a first down on that one, and he might be just a little bit shaken up there. Jeremiah Boone. It's going to be 3rd down and a yard. There is a flag down. And we've got an injury timeout. Let's finish. We talked about our sponsors earlier. No, I'll finish those. First quarter. We'll go to the 2nd quarter sponsors. Mitch, why don't you tell us who's bringing us our 2nd quarter tonight?
2nd quarter sponsors tonight. You got all the first in?
I got the first in, yeah.
Shelby Black, Salon 307, Argyle Rehab Chiropractic. Might have a couple guys from the game coming over there. Bill Utter Ford, Emily Holt of Argyle Party and Gift, Brian and Shelly Stone of Shout Out Promotions. Wise Health Emergency Center and Care Urgent Care, Rich McDowell with Synergy One Lending, Northern Texas Facial and Oral Surgery, Marge Bunn at the Snooty Pig, Lamar National Bank, Brian Conister, Cardinal Financial, Deferred Climate Solutions, and the sponsor of the halftime show, Brian McCullough, 407 Barbecue.
Pass is incomplete. Under pressure and hammered by Logan Gregory is Cade Barrett, and that pass is incomplete, and it's going to be 4th down. I do want to correct you on one of those. You said Shelby Black from Salon 307. Well, she's not on 307 or 407. She's on 377. So I just want to make sure.
307?
I love Shelby and all the crew over at Salon 377. That's where my wife and daughters get their hair done. So I want to make sure that we get the right spot. That's
Everybody's got to know the address.
That's where Clark gets his shine on his bald head. 4th down and a yard for O.D. Wyatt from their own 44-yard line. Barrett fakes the handoff under a ton of pressure. Intercepted, screen pass, picked off by Parker Phillips. Breaks the tackle, returns it. He's to the 25. He's dragging a man all the way down to the 20-yard line. Parker Phillips anticipated the screen pass, stepped in front of the running back, Ashton Larkin, and gets the interception. It's Argyle football at the O.D. Wyatt 20.
And it looked like it was set up. Argyle had a ton of pressure coming in on the quarterback, and they had 2 or 3 blockers out there, but he just stepped right in front of him, caught it, and took off, and they were fortunate that the running back they were throwing it to was quick enough to grab him from behind.
5 straight possessions for Argyle, starting in Chaparral territory, and this is the best one at the 20. Snap back to John Gailey, handoff R.J. Bunnell straight ahead. Drags the tackler for a couple of extra yards. Straight ahead to the 17-yard line. Pickup of 3 for R.J.
R.J. will probably like to get a running touchdown tonight.
Now he's running the pass. Oh, he's got a man wide open once again. Running down the right hash mark, it is Wayne Pritz. He's wide open, makes the catch. 17-yard touchdown pass from John Gailey to Wayne Pritz. All aboard, as Blake would say. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Yeah, their O.D. White's pass defense just is not there tonight, right? They got guys running free, but Gailey doing a great job of checking down, finding his receiver, and he found the 6'7" Pritz right there wide open for the touchdown.
Beckham Kimbrell on to attempt the PAT, and it is good out of the hold of Colton Rockmore. 5:55 to play before the break. It's Argyle 42, O.D. Wyatt nothing on Argyle Eagle Booster Club broadcasting.
I am Jolette Ryan with the North Texas team, now powered by Compass Realty. I've been providing my clients, friends, neighbors with premier real estate services in Argyle for over 18 years. I am dedicated to providing my clients with a more powerful service and even more powerful results. We are working together to create a personal experience to help you accomplish your real estate goals. Call us today if you have any real estate needs. We are proud to be part of the Argyle family, and go Eagles!
Looking for a place to host your next event? With 25 flexible event spaces, Embassy Suites Denton Convention Center can handle everything from business meetings to family celebrations, ranging in sizes from 10 to 1,000 guests. We also offer catering. Embassy Suites Denton Convention Center, proud Argyle Eagles athletic supporters, is located at 3100 Town Center Trail in Denton. Give our award-winning Embassy Suites a call for a quote today at 940-243-3799. Go Eagles!
time is going to be picked up by Madkins. And he's just going to run straight ahead and get out to about the 40, but he's a big old boy, hard to bring down, and finally whistles blow. There's a whole host of red shirt, looked like a rugby scrum.
He took off backwards.
Yeah, he did. I'm not sure. I thought he was going to maybe try some sort of reverse or something, but anyway, Wyatt will have the football now at their own 42-yard line, and here's the drive summary from Mitchy Poo.
This one brought to us by Hannah Robinson of CR Plumbing. So that drive was 2 plays, 20 yards, 17-yard touchdown to Wayne Pritz, 21 seconds. Gailey now is 6 of 7, 117 yards, 3 TDs with only 1 incompletion.
Wyatt now moving receivers all around, trying to figure out who needs to be where. Trips to the right side.
Well, wait a minute. They broke the huddle with 12.
Yeah, they can't do that. Legal substitution.
We have too many men on the field for Wyatt. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Yeah, well, there was somebody out there. Jeremiah Boone was split way out wide right over here, and he's the one that wasn't supposed to be on the field at all, obviously.
Heck, you might as well just try to run the play with him out there.
That's right.
Because you're going to get the penalty either way.
Try to see if they don't catch you. So 1st and 15 now from their own 37 for the Chaparrals with 5:46 to play before the half. Handoff to Ashton Larkin. He's going to run to the right about the numbers at the 40-yard line. Devin Owens will trip him up back to the original line of scrimmage, so pick up a 5 that time for Larkin. And it's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Chaparrals.
Pick up a 5 spot right there.
There's Hayes Neal still in there on the defensive front. Really quite a few starters still out there for Argyle, pretty much all of them. Defensive front's got a few new faces, but those are guys that rotate in quite regularly anyway. Here's a handoff to Larkin. He's going to try to bounce it left, right to the middle of the field. Grant Mariball just kind of puts a big paw on the back of him and shoves him to the ground. No gain that time. It'll be 3rd down and 10 for O.D. Wyatt.
So did you go over their I don't remember. Did you go over their uniforms to start the game?
I did. Talked about the dark blue and the Carolina blue.
Kind of the Tennessee Titan look.
Yeah, that's kind of what they look like right now, especially these white uniforms.
Yep.
Thanks for letting me know. That paints the picture better for people.
There you go.
They look like the Tennessee Titans. 3rd down and 10 for Wyatt. Snaps back to Barrett. Straight drop, lots of pressure. Logan Gregory, oh, nice move to get away from Gregory. Now he's going to throw. He's got a man wide open at the sidelines at the 48. Nobody there covering DK Crawford, and he's going to have a 1st down. All the way down to the Argyle 40-yard line. I'm not sure about who blew coverage that time for Argyle. That's not some sort of back out of the backfield or anything either. That's just one of their slot receivers. And 18-yard gain on that one.
Yeah, he just kind of escaped everybody's presence there and just was hanging out on the sideline.
Maybe he came off the sidelines.
Maybe. Roy Regal or Dickie Meagle, or who was it?
This pass is overthrown. It's intended once again for Crawford. Crawford, the junior. This one goes over his head. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, I got a shout out.
Shout it.
I got a shout out to my whole family is in Fort Worth. 3 Argyle former greats, 2 daughters-in-law, and my wife. Our middle son bought a house, and everybody's over there working, painting, getting ready for them to move in.
Do you guys ever relax?
Hey, I'm right here with you, Kenny.
Seems like
I'm relaxing.
3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Barrett under some pressure. Caden Yates giving chase, and credit Caden with a sack as Barrett just runs out of bounds to his own sideline back at the 46-yard line. That's a loss of 6 on the sack by Caden Yates, and it's going to be 3rd down and 16.
Yeah, why didn't he throw that one away?
Exactly. And that's one of those where he was that close to the sideline. You almost just kind of have to toss. You can almost toss it like an option pitch or whatever.
Just get it past the line of scrimmage, right?
And I think Wyatt's going to take a timeout. That's exactly what they're going to do with 4:03 to play before the half, and Argyle leading 42-0. Hey, trust your smile to the practice that cares with Dr. Susan Randall and all the great staff at Argyle Dental Associates, located in the heart of Argyle at 136 Old Town Boulevard North. Dr. Randall has been practicing in Argyle for over 20 years. Expect the comfort you deserve and care you can trust at Argyle Dental Associates. Check them out at SusanRandallDDS.com. Hey, coming up on the 407 Barbecue Halftime Show, our player spotlight, a couple of senior offensive linemen, another great thing put together here by Blake, Randy Good and Noah Weeks, the 2 offensive linemen he talked to this week. You get an Argyle ISD Eagle update with Rick Herron and Pam Arrington. We'll have us an out-of-town scoreboard with Stephen Ballardalata. Stats from the first half and the Rapid Med keys to the second half. That's all coming up on the 407 Barbecue halftime show. Coming up in just a moment with Argyle leading 42-0. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is where you listen to Argyle Eagle football.
Hi, we're the AHS Varsity Cheerleaders, and you're listening to the Argyle Eagles Booster Club broadcasting. Go Eagles!
You know, Clark's down there freezing. We probably need to check in with him at some point in time. Argyle's been so dominant, though. We're just going to go down and get the wise words of Clark to find out what Argyle's done just to be so dominant in this first half, and there's movement. So we'll get this call from the official here.
Ball, Wyatt, false start by the running back, 5-yard penalty, still third down.
Hey, Clark, Argyle's just dominated from the get-go. What are they doing down there that's just Wyatt's not – they're not this bad of a team, I don't think.
No, but the execution, especially at the line of scrimmage, has been outstanding. In the quarterback play thus far has really been a huge improvement over what we've seen all season long. So it looks like John Gailey's really settling in, and he's really working on his accuracy.
Jack Taylor's checked in on the defensive line for Argyle. Barrett's going to roll to his right. He's looking, and he's going to throw. That ball, is it complete? If it is, a great pass and catch. Almost knocks over Clark. D.K. Crawford made an amazing catch on the sideline. Able to get a foot in bounds there at the 32-yard line.
Did y'all see Clark throw his shoulder into that kid as he came across? He knocked him down into the track.
So that pass was complete, but it's still going to be 4th down and 2. They needed 22. They get 20. 4th down and 2 from the Argyle 32-yard line. Great pass from Barrett. Great catch from D.K. Crawford. Snap back to Barrett. Oh, nice counter play to the left side, but nowhere to go for Ashton Larkin. Jack Teller makes a stop in the backfield. Justice Jones is there as well. And another turnover on downs. It's Argyle Eagle football.
And it looked like he had a little something working, right? They're doing a little counter play as he went left, and it looked like if he'd strung it out a little bit further, he might have been able to run for some daylight, but Argyle did a great job closing in and holding him to no yards on that 4th down.
Jacob Robinson will check in at quarterback, and got some all new offensive linemen out there as well for Argyle. Jackson Davis is checked in at center. Burke Rudolph at right guard. Randy Good at right tackle. Here's the snap back to Jacob Robinson. He's going to hand it off on the left side to running back Preston Slayton. On the left side for Argyle at left guard is Dwight Longley. And at left tackle is Big Tyler Roberts, a sophomore. Loss of a yard on that one for Preston Slayton. It's 2nd down and 11. It's Slayton up, play action to Slayton. Oh, now Robinson under a ton of pressure, and he is slung down by Kelton Thompson. Big sack by big number 44, a loss of 7. All the way back to the 25-yard line. First sack of the night for O.D. Wyatt. And also in there at tight end is Max Bland.
So they hadn't tackled us a bunch in this game, but when they do, they seem to throw us around like a rag doll.
Max, the 6'2", 210-pound freshman. Argyle 1 for 3 on 3rd down. It's 3rd and long here. Robinson looking, he's still looking, and now he throws and passes incomplete. It was too low and intended on the right side over there for Will Hodson, and Argyle will come on and punt for the first time.
Punt for the first time and punting into the wind here. Deep in our own territory.
Trey Batson likes to punt these low, that rugby-style punt, but sometimes he punts a little too low, so we'll see against this wind. Make sure he doesn't kick it in right in the backside of one of his linemen. Caden Yates, the deep snapper. Good snap. And Batson's punt is a low line drive. It will hit. Oh, would not take a very good bounce, unfortunately. It's going to hit at the 46-yard line and bounce sideways there for Ben Godfrey. No, excuse me, wasn't Ben Godfrey. Thomas Irwin downs it. Only a 21-yard punt and no return, and it's Wyatt football at the 46-yard line. Argyle's 46-yard line. Cinch Cleaners now with 5 local locations is the official laundry of Argyle Athletics. If they can take care of these kids' uniforms, they can take care of whatever you've got. On top of all the usual stuff, dry cleaning, alterations, bedding, and wedding care, Cinch Cleaners offer same-day service, including free pickup and delivery. Coach Rogers trusts them, and so can you. Our good friends Sharon Brunson and the crew over at Cinch Cleaners. First and 10 from the 46, best starting field position for O.D. Wyatt. It's bobbled, but the pass is caught by Quest Madkins on the right side, just in front of the Argyle bench, and that's where Colton Rockmore runs him out of bounds after a 6-yard gain to the 40-yard line.
Boy, I think everybody in the stadium knew what was happening on that play when he came in motion, but still did a good job of catching and getting upfield for a decent gain.
Second down and 4. Play action. Quick hitter intercepted. Parker Phillips, his second. Taking it back all the way into O.D. Wyatt territory to the 42-yard line. Interception number 2 of the night for Parker Phillips, Argyle's number 18. And it's Eagle football once again.
Yeah, they just threw it into too much traffic right there. And Parker Phillips, that was kind of a surprise. It just he turned around and there it was right on top of him. But boy, as soon as he caught it, man, he hit it into high gear and took off.
Shout out to Josh Chapa, listening to us from Music City tonight. Says we're coming in loud and clear in Nashville. Just like a Keith Urban song. Loud, I don't know, just the first person came to mind, I don't know why. Kelsey Ballerini, there you go, that came to mind.
Okay.
That's a much better.
Eddie Rabbit.
Eddie Rabbit. Well, yeah, but he passed away a long time ago, so that'd be weird. First and 10. Handoff running left is Preston Slayton, and he's going to get brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And Clark, is it just me, or does O.D. Wyatt just tackle a little more violently than other teams?
They do. They twist on the way down, and it's really the way that they teach you. Now that the head across the bow method is gone, they really teach you to twist to get them down, and they're doing a great job of it.
Second down and 10, Argyle from the 42. Snap, oh man, in the backfield this time. Absolutely nowhere to go. Back there was Tajiri Landrum, 200-pound junior linebacker, and it's a loss of 3 back to the 45-yard line. It's going to be third down and 13, and well, this second team Argyle offensive line struggling a little bit here with the defensive front of O.D. Wyatt.
Well, and I mean, O.D. Wyatt can take a bunch of chances right here, right? Because what do they care? And they're going to just bring the house.
That's what they're doing, all-out blitz, pretty much every play. Play action. Robinson now going to go deep. Oh, and miscommunication between him and Will Kresiak. Will had stopped. Jacob thought he was going to go deep. Jacob overthrows him on the left side. It's incomplete, and Argyle will punt the football once again.
Yeah, and it looked like they kind of had something going if he'd kept that route going deep, but I guess, like you said, they just weren't on the same page.
Trey Batson back in punt formation, standing back at his own 41-yard line. Nobody back deep for O.D. Wyatt. Batson just hangs on to as long as he can, and it's a good Argyle roll. There's some shoving, pushing and shoving going on between Cooper Slayton and Xavier Walker, who was back there for, that's Malik Franklin. Ends up being a 25-yard punt, no return. And O.D. Wyatt takes over at their own 15-yard line. 21 seconds to play here before the half, so Wyatt might get in a play or two.
Yeah, that was really kind of funny because Slayton shoved their guy out of the way, and then he shoved Slayton back, and then somebody else for Argyle came in and shoved him back down to the ground. It was really kind of funny.
And
funny sequence.
Franklin, you got to be careful there because he was close to the ball. He could have easily kicked that.
Well, yeah, Slayton, there's no reason to push him away from the ball. You want that guy to touch the ball.
3 receivers left, 1 right here for O.D. Wyatt. Reed Barrett's going to throw it out to the left side. It's complete to Jaworski Lane, and a nice job fighting off the block and making the tackle. Quickly out there, that was Trey Batson. And
they called
O.D. Wyatt wants a timeout with 10 seconds.
Okay, so I can see if you're going to try and score a touchdown, right? But, I mean, that last play, they threw the ball behind the line of scrimmage.
Right. And, maybe that's what they're wanting. They're wanting maybe a bubble screen or something and just hoping they can take it to the house. You and I were talking about there was the one play earlier. It looked like there was some pretty good running room if he completes that screen pass.
Yeah. So I would think you'd want to chunk it down the field. I mean, he's got a strong arm, right? You got the wind behind it. Let's just send my fastest guy down. Maybe hope for a PI or something. know. They're just trying to make anything happen when it's 42-0, I guess.
Don't you wish you could call one company for multiple services at your property, especially you, because that's all you ever do is work on houses.
That's right.
They consider Ideal Partners, not Rhonda Cullen. Their bundled offerings give you the convenience of having one service provider and a more cost-effective management of your property. Rest easy and let Ideal Partners handle your residential or commercial property needs. So 2nd down and 10 here.
Final play of the half, hopefully. Oh, yeah, here's a big old bunch down here.
See, could get an incomplete pass. Yeah, 4 receivers split out wide right. And they're just going to throw it out quickly, and it is looking like an inside bubble screen and absolutely nowhere to go. It's D.K. Crawford makes the catch, and Devin Owen brings him down immediately. Matter of fact, he's going to lose a yard back to the 13, and that will take us to the half, where it's been all Argyle, and Clark McNulty will check in with you down there where you have Coach Rogers head to the locker room.
Yes, Coach, 42 points on the board, a special teams touchdown. You've got a couple of interceptions. Looks like everything's clicking really well for you tonight.
Yeah, our kids are well prepared this week. They know this is the 6-week journey that we've been talking about since last January, and they're very sharp and playing very well at this point.
Thank you, sir. I'm going to let you get out of the cold.
All right, that was our interview with Coach Rogers. And thanks so much to Lori Jacobson and the Legacy Group for that halftime chat with Argyle head coach Todd Rogers. We are at the half here at Eagle Stadium, and it's been all Argyle in this first half. Argyle 42 and OD Wyatt nothing. We've got the 407 Barbecue halftime show on the way next. It's coming up right after this on Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting.
Hey, this is Brian Estridge, the voice of the TCU Horned Frogs, and I want to promote a neat tool that the Booster Club releases every Thursday. It's the Eagles Nest podcast. Blake Jones and his team get you prepared each week for Argyle's next game by talking with one of the seniors with the football team, chatting with the head coach of that week's opponent, as well as spending some time with the Argyle head coach Todd Rogers, including getting his keys for an Argyle victory. Plus, don't miss highlights from last week's game and the Argyle ISD Eagle Update, updating you on all the events headed your way around the school district. Check it out and subscribe on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts.
JB Warranties is a local family-owned business based out of Argyle, Texas. They work with thousands of contractors nationwide to offer part and labor warranties on heating and air conditioning equipment. Named to Inc. 5000's Best Places to Work list in 2018, 20, and 21, they're looking to add members to their team. If interested, please send a resume to hr@jbwarranties.com or call 855-742-5522. JB Warranties is a proud sponsor of Argyle Athletics. Welcome inside the 407 Barbecue halftime show here from Eagle Stadium, where Argyle leads OD Wyatt 42-0 in round 1 of playoffs. Chilly night here in Argyle, as we the crew were wondering if this is maybe the coldest game at Argyle Stadium. Obviously not normally playing into November are the Eagles here at Eagle Stadium, but our research department is on it. We'll get you that fun fact here shortly, but coming up first in the pregame show is the player spotlight. Later on, we'll have the Argyle ISD Eagle Update, followed by an out-of-town scoreboard, a look around the Metroplex, and other playoff games going on in tonight's action, and of course the first half stats and sounds all headed your way in the 407 Barbecue halftime show. But up first is the player spotlight segment this week, and I chatted with Randy Good and Noah Weeks, a couple of the members of the starting offensive line for Argyle. Great chat, and it's always great speaking offensive linemen. This was no different. Here's this week's player spotlight. All right, time now for this week's player spotlight segment, and this is brought to you as always by Rapid Med Urgent Care, and I'm seated with a couple of the senior offensive linemen, Noah Weeks and Randy Good. Hey guys, how are y'all?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Doing great. How's school?
It's tiring. It's going good. I got good grades right now, but it's pretty tiring.
Noah, what are your college plans?
I'm going to see if I can go anywhere to play college football, any team that'll take me. But if not, I'm hoping I can get into University of Georgia. It's been my dream school since I was maybe 2 years old. My dad went there, and I grew up in Georgia. So
very cool. Well, how's recruiting going?
It's been slow. I'm hoping it picks up at some point. but not a whole lot there.
Well, a long playoff run and maybe a state title will change that.
Hopefully.
Well, yeah, I got some questions about Georgia for you, so we'll get into that in a second. But Randy, what about you? What are your college plans?
Most likely, I'll probably just take some base classes at NCTC, just get my base classes done, and then try to maybe like computer science or engineering. And then if I like that, I'll go to UNT, and if not, then maybe military.
Okay.
I don't know yet, though.
Are you a computer guy?
I'm just kind of trying to try it out. I know it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But could be interesting.
When younger than you are now, but growing up, did you have an idea of like what you wanted to do when you were older? Did you have like a dream job that you always wanted?
Well, for some reason, like I remember in elementary school, I actually made this engineering. It was like this project thing, and I've always thought about engineering, but I'm just not sure where to go with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's kind of broad. Like there's a ton of
There's
engineers
a lot
out
of
there.
stuff.
Yeah. Noah, what about you? When you were a kid, did you have a dream job?
I used to have like this whole plan. I was gonna like go into the military, be a veterinarian, do all this stuff. Like I had my whole life laid out, and then I think freshman year hit, no idea what I wanted to do. And so I mean, my dream job for the longest time was either an actor or a veterinarian, but I don't really know anything right now though.
Okay, so you don't want to be an actor anymore?
I mean, it'd be cool to do it. Like, I wasn't bad at it at all, but I just kind of went more football path out of that.
Can you cry on command?
No, I never got that far in my acting career. But I did win Best Actor in 8th grade.
Did you really?
Wow. Yep.
How impressive is that?
I mean,
that's awesome. So, Randy, I want to start with you. Senior night. Technically, it's supposed to be your last home game, but with the home playoff game, it's kind of a little different. But how fun of an experience was that?
Senior night was really fun because everybody was just kind of messing around and just having a good time. And we have this tradition where after senior night, all the seniors sleep on the field. I don't know if you've heard about that.
No, I haven't.
It's kind of just a senior tradition. They sleep on the field, but we weren't able to do that because it was a Thursday game.
Oh, you had school the next day.
Yeah.
Okay, but did you stay at someone's house instead, or?
No, I went home and I went to bed, hit the hay.
Just hit the hay.
Yeah.
So I see here you moved to Argyle as a freshman. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. What was that transition like, moving into a new town, new school, all that? How'd that go for you?
I was a little worried in the beginning because I come as a freshman, or like going to be a freshman, and everybody's already kind of got their group from middle school. But I ended up getting to know everybody in football, and now I've really bonded with everybody, and now I have a ton of friends all around the school. So I'd say it worked out pretty good.
And you had to move in from Sanger, is that right? So did you have that hanging over your head? Like, here's a Sanger kid.
Actually, yeah, I did get a little bit of crap over the years about it.
But now you understand why.
Yeah,
That's funny. Noah, so you said you're a big Georgia fan. Now, did that start when you were a kid or just when they won the national championship?
That started when I was a kid.
Okay.
My dad went to Georgia, and I always kind of like followed what my dad did and all that stuff. So I became a big fan before I can even remember.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, there's pictures of me, I swear. Like,
Okay.
I can go way back for you.
I believe you. But going into this year, I think the offensive line as a whole was kind of suspect just because you guys graduated so many seniors from last year. Now you look after 10 games, you're all are one of the more stable position groups. You guys have played incredible all year. So have you guys gotten better every game, or did you always kind of have this potential? Either one.
I think it was just like we started off good, and then everybody had their own problems, and we've kind of worked up, and I'd say we're 1,000 times better from the beginning of the season.
Okay. Do you agree?
Absolutely. Like in spring football, kind of looking at it, it was a little, we didn't even know who was going to start in probably 3 of the positions.
Yeah.
And then over the summer, everyone worked really hard, fought for a spot, and we just keep getting better every week. Everyone's always working on something and practicing and just getting better as a whole unit.
Okay, so I have some kind of background information on you guys, and I just want to get some backstories here. So I see here, Randy, one time you ate a spoonful of wasabi for $5. Is that true?
Yeah, that is.
How was it? I don't think $5 would be enough for me to do that, but maybe you're a spicy guy. Maybe it was no big deal.
It was my sister that bet me to do it, and she wouldn't believe me. So I did it. That was like 5th or 6th grade.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang.
You got through it pretty easy?
I don't know. What is isn't like horseradish and stuff? It like kind of the nostrils. You start sweating and all that. It kind of sucked.
Well, I know to stay away from it. Like I can't handle it.
Yeah, no, I don't. I'm a big sushi guy, but I stay away from wasabi.
Okay. Unless you're bet, and then you have to.
Yeah, unless there's money on the line, I'll do it.
$5 is better than anything.
Yeah. Noah, I have a very disturbing fact about you.
Oh, no.
I see here that you hate quesadillas.
Oh, that's the exact opposite.
Okay, you love quesadillas.
Oh, I love quesadillas. I don't know who told you that.
I was a little suspect of you
What,
reading
go to. You put me in a Mexican restaurant, that's probably the first thing I'm looking at.
Okay.
Right there.
Maybe,
I love quesadillas.
Maybe they were confused. It's actually the opposite. You love quesadillas.
Oh, yeah. I love
Okay.
I don't know who you got that from.
See, I was worried, honestly.
Yeah.
That's who could really hate quesadillas, right?
No one.
Okay.
They're amazing.
Randy, you've been a subject brought up on the podcast before because apparently you're like a big Call of Duty guy.
Yep, I love it.
Now, would you say you're the best on the team?
Oh, most definitely. Some of the guys like to say some stuff, but I know it. I know I'm the best.
1v1 me, bro.
I will. I'll do it. I'm the best.
You want to challenge Randy on that?
Oh, I haven't played in a year.
Oh, you're just...
It'll be over before it starts.
That's funny. So you're even better than Grant, who I hear has like a super PC setup.
I'm better than him.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. I'm better than
No
him.
contest.
No contest.
I was told to ask you what your KD is.
Oh, my KD? I actually don't know, but I can tell you last night I dropped 50 kills
Whoa.
in a game.
Okay. Okay, but how many deaths? Because if you go 15...
I think it was like 12.
Okay, that's impressive. Because if you're going 15-48, I don't really respect that. Okay, but 15-12, that's very strong. I also understood that you and Coach Rogers will talk about your diet of the day. What's that all about?
I think it just started, so after 4th period athletics, the coaches and us, we can heat up our food in the microwaves in the kitchen. And I think during the beginning of the season, me and Coach Rogers kind of see each other in there and chop it up. And then it's kind of a daily occurrence if he sees me, he'll ask like what I'm eating, and I'll tell him, he'll be like, all right.
Now, I think he's intrigued because you're a pretty healthy eater, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I walked in here and you were talking about salmon.
I'm a pro fish guy. I mean, trying to keep the diet clean.
Yeah.
It's tough, though, with all these team dinners.
Right. And all the ice cream sandwiches. You have to partake in the ice cream sandwich, right?
I'll take a bite.
A bite?
Last week, he had the pumpkin spice ice cream sandwiches.
We got seasonal stuff now.
Okay.
It was good. It was actually really good.
We're stepping it up. All right. Noah, I see here you like sunsets, bright colors, cold weather, and cheap sunglasses.
Oh, yeah.
Why not expensive sunglasses?
I don't know where the cheap part came from. I love all sunglasses.
Okay.
Like, my goal is to have, like, a sunglass collection of, like, 50-plus sunglasses when I get older.
Okay.
I love them.
Some people like shoes, you know.
Never been into
clothes.
shoes, never really been into clothes, but sunglasses. I got my first pair of aviators, like, 3 years ago, and I've just been collecting ever since.
Why not dark colors?
I don't know. I just, like, you can tell by my shirt, I just like brighter colors. I don't know what it is. It makes me more positive, you know? I used to, back in middle school, just wear, like, black and gray and white all the time, and it was just, like, I felt like it was really boring. You know, gotta be a little bit more vibrant.
Gotta brighten it up. All right, final question for you guys. What is your favorite Coach Rogers saying?
One day in practice last year, he yelled at me. He said, "Don't be weeks." And so
right.
as I'm walking up to the line, I hear the don't be your last name. That one's always kind of stuck with me as motivation and pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
Then he likes to say like as a football player, if you're playing hard, you know, to impose your will on another man. It's an amazing feeling. He always says it before games, and so kind of, you know, dials it in a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, go out there and
impose your will.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. What about you, Randy?
He actually said this one a couple weeks ago, but it was during one of our meetings before the game. He was talking about how we're all on a boat and we're trying to like ride the state or something, and behind us there's a boat full of alligators. And if we fall off or something, they're gonna eat us or something like that. I can't fully remember, but it was a powerful quote.
It's a
I like to
good analogy.
you know, we don't want to, if he says something funny or one of the coaches says something funny, we don't want to, like, laugh out loud.
Yeah,
because then they could scream at us and make us do up downs or something.
Yeah, you got to kind of hide and just laugh about it later. Well, that's awesome. Well, it's good to get to meet you guys.
Yes, sir.
Let's hope for a long playoff run. Offensive line is playing fantastic. Running backs get a lot of the credit, but, you know, where would they be without you guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly.
So best of luck against Wyatt, and we're with you guys the whole way. Let's go get it.
All right, thank you.
That was our player spotlight segment here in the 407 Barbecue halftime show. That was seniors offensive lineman Randy Good and Noah Weeks. Argyle leading big at the break, 42-0 over Wyatt in the round 1 playoff game here at Eagle Stadium. Moving on inside the 407 Barbecue halftime show, let's get you to the Argyle ISD Eagle update from Rick Heron and Pam Arrington. This is brought to you by the Argyle Eagles Booster Club.
Hey, Eagle fans. This is Rick Heron, Argyle ISD's Director of Communications, back with a look at this week's playoff edition of the Eagle News. Well, big congratulations go out to the Argyle High School debate team. They have been recognized as a charter team by the National Speech and Debate Association. This is the highest honor a debate team can receive. Now, charter status is earned by building a team that is heavily involved in the National Speech and Debate Association's Honor Society, also through community service, public speaking, and leadership activities. Also, Argyle's congressional debate team is headed to state after winning the 5A team championship recently. Some big congratulations go out to Caleb Leonard, who finished first, Jennifer Ochoa, who was second, and Shriman Kalanikaduru, who was third. Jennifer was also honored as the outstanding presiding officer. So big congratulations again to Coach Jessica Reynolds and her team, who will be competing at state in January. On Friday, Argyle ISD took part in honoring all those who have served or are serving our country on Veterans Day. The campus has held special ceremonies for our veterans to take a moment and recognize them for their courage, strength, and dedication to protecting our country. So please be sure to visit Argyle ISD's social media accounts and campus websites to see more photos from these special ceremonies. Okay, here's another can't miss event. It's coming next week here in Argyle ISD. It's the Multicultural Festival, and it's going to be held Tuesday, November 15th at Argyle South Elementary in Canyon Falls. This family fun event will feature foods from around the world, performances, a fashion show, photo booth, arts and crafts, and much, much more. There's been photos we've shared across the district from last year's event. Again, this year is going to be a hit as well. Each Argyle ISD campus will be represented at the event. So make plans now to attend, come have a bite to eat, and enjoy a great family time. The event starts at 5:30. Again, that's at Argyle South Elementary in Canyon Falls at 5:30, and we hope to see you there. Well, what a great event we had on Wednesday at Argyle High School for Fall Signing Day. We celebrated 13 Lady Eagles student athletes who signed college scholarships. We had a great turnout, a lot of family and friends there to support these awesome 13 girls who put a lot of sweat and tears, a lot of practices, and a lot of training, and a lot of games over these years to get to this point, and now they are headed to the next level. So here's the list of signees. We had 4 in girls basketball, and they included Maddie Lumsden, who's headed to Angelo State University, Caitlin Jones, Siena College, New York, Ashlyn Crabtree, Vanguard University in Southern California, and Savannah Bennett, who's headed to Hardin-Simmons. In volleyball, Olivia Sanchez is headed to Louisiana at Monroe. We also had 4 signees in girls soccer. They included Sophie Platke, Louisiana at Lafayette, Kennedy Bernard, Delta State University, Ella Atkins, Oklahoma Christian University, and Avery McNatt, Hardin-Simmons University. In girls golf, Madison Wirt is headed to Midwestern State. In track and field, Paige Arthur signed with Hardin-Simmons. In lacrosse, Abby Baker is headed to Penn State University. And in softball, Caden Schrader is headed to Clark University in Massachusetts. Again, congratulations to these 13 Lady Eagles. Well, that's it for this week's playoff edition of the Eagle News. And as always, be sure to follow Argyle ISD News on the district website and on all social media platforms. I will now pass it over to Pam Arrington with the Real Estate Station.
Hello, Argyle. This is Pamela Arrington bringing you this Argyle Community Update. The Argyle Community Thanksgiving Food Drive has been going on for the past several weeks, so we want to thank everyone who's dropped off items up to this point. If you haven't had a chance to go shopping yet, well, don't worry. Items are not due until November the 14th. We are still in need of more meals, so make sure you take some time to go out and pick up some things. We have families here in our community that are in need. They will be picking up their meals on November the 17th, so we want to make sure we have everything ready to go for them. Again, November the 14th is the cutoff date to drop off items. You can pick up a bag with an itemized list of needs at the office of any Argyle ISD campus, and you can also find that itemized list located in the most recent Eagle Extra newsletter. All right, so the next event coming up is a big one, and that's going to be the Argyle Community Christmas Tree Lighting. This is a big event that everyone always looks forward to. It's going to be held on December the 3rd from 4 to 6 p.m. at the First Baptist Church of Argyle. Come out and enjoy some pictures with Santa, some free hot chocolate, free cookies, some crafts for the kids, and live musical entertainment. This is going to be a fun event, so bring out the entire family. Again, mark your calendars. That's December the 3rd from 4 to 6 p.m. We are also accepting new or used bikes for the Keep Argyle Beautiful's bike collection event that is taking place during the month of December. They're going to be collecting new and used bikes to donate to the local Argyle Angel Tree. All right, Argyle, well, that's all I have for you today. I hope you've had a chance to take some time and enjoy all of these amazing things that are going on throughout the district, whether it's the band competitions, maybe it's going to some of the theater events, or listening to the Argyle High School Choir. There are so many different things and activities going on. We've got more around the corner and coming up, so make sure that you stay online and get connected and plugged in so that you don't miss any of them. Well, keep cheering on our Argyle Eagles from the stands. I hope everyone has a great weekend.
Thank you, Pam. Thank you, Rick Herron. That is the Argyle ISD Eagle Update, a look around the school district and community. And let's keep it rolling here inside the 407 Barbecue halftime show. And Argyle leading Wyatt at the half 49-0, but this is not the only high school football game in the area, and for that, we check in with our own Stephen Bartolotta with a look around scores.
Thank you, Blake. Well, a cold evening for some very good games to tell you about in Texas high school football playoff action as it gets underway. Some games were last night. A majority of them are tonight. Let's tell you about one game from last night. District mate Lake Dallas got into the playoffs last week with their big win over Denton. They took on Grapevine, but the Mustangs were just too much for the Falcons. They win at 31-14. Running back Parker Polk had 122 yards rushing. He had 77 yards through the air and a touchdown, nearly 200 yards of total offense as Grapevine moves on to play Abilene Cooper next week. And the winner of that game is potentially a round 3 opponent for Argyle. Who will be next week's opponent for the Argyle Eagles? Well, it's going to be the Ryder Raiders from Wichita Falls. They are blanking El Paso Chapin tonight. It's 41-0. That game is in the third quarter. Some other scores involving district mates who made the playoffs as well. Arlington Heights is hosting Frisco Independence, and the Yellow Jackets lead at 13-0. That game is in the second quarter. Frisco Emerson and Colleyville Heritage, they're locked in a good one. Heritage, though, with a 14-7 lead. That game also in the second quarter. Some opponents potentially a long way down the road for Argyle. Lovejoy and White House, they're in the second quarter, and Lovejoy leads at 17-6. Melissa with a 7-0 lead over Hallsville. That game is in the first quarter. And South Oak Cliff and Mansfield Summit, they are just underway. That game also in the first quarter. Some other games of interest involving Denton teams. Geyer is hosting Marcus tonight, and the Wildcats lead at 14-7 as they head to the second quarter. The Ryan Raiders are taking on Red Oak, and Ryan with a 21-0 lead. That game in the second quarter. Allen is at Louisville. 7-3 regular season for Allen, a little bit uncharacteristic for the Eagles, and they trailed the Fighting Farmers 13-6 that game in the second quarter. The Martin Warriors 28-zip, they lead the Berkner Rams. And remember when Trinity started the year out at 0-5? Well, they reeled off a pretty impressive end of the season with a lot of wins. They marched into the playoffs, and they lead Keller right now 10-0 as that game approaches halftime. Blake?
Thank you, Stephen. That is Stephen Bartolotta with a check-in at scores. Looks like Argyle has their round 2 opponent. We'll get into that later, probably in the post-game show. But right now at the half, Argyle leads OD Wyatt 42-0. That you are listening to the 407 Barbecue halftime show. Still coming up, stats and sounds from the first half, and a mood on the sideline from Clark where it just keeps getting colder with the wind chill down to 33 degrees. So guys, we'll see if this is a quick moving second half as it's a cold one, and I don't know if if it were me, I'd probably want to get out of the cold. But all that and more coming up in the 407 Barbecue Halftime Show. We're going to take one time out here, and on the other side, we'll get you the first half stats and sounds. This is Eagle Football, brought to you by the Argyle Eagles Booster Club.
Hello, Eagle fans. This is Joe and Tina Bartram with LHM Financial. We're a privately owned mortgage lender since 1998, offering home financing options for your family needs. LHM Financial is a proud sponsor of the Argyle Eagles and an active member in the community. So mention this ad and receive $500 towards the cost of your appraisal when we do your financing on your next home. Give me a call at 817-601-7800. If you have dreams, we have solutions. LHM is licensed by the Texas Department of Savings and Mortgage Lending. LHM NMLS is 184530. Joe Bartram's NMLS is 1010778. Go Eagles!
Cycle Center of Denton and BMW Motorcycles of Denton proudly support Argyle Athletics. Cycle Center is your local family-owned and operated power sports store with the best selection of motorcycles, all-terrain vehicles, and side-by-side fun and work machines. Shop the largest parts and accessory showroom in North Texas and experience a factory-trained service department that will support you with the great service to keep your machine running at its best. Cycle Center wants to thank all the Argyle football fans, coaches, and faculty that make Argyle the best school in Texas. Come see why Cycle Center of Denton is called your power sports store with more.
Ferris has got it again. Big hole this time. Straight up the middle. Walking the dog. Easy touchdown. Untouched. 8-yard touchdown run for Landon Ferris. 6 on the board for the Eagles.
Again, if you missed it, Argyle in the first half, 49 points on 29 plays, 229 yards. They were 1 of 5 on third down. Wyatt, 46 plays, so nearly double the amount of plays for Wyatt, but just 163 yards and no points in the first half. Again, that was Landon Ferris with the opening touchdown of the game. First defensive stop for the Eagles defense forced Wyatt to a 3-and-out. Wyatt just 12 yards on their first punt of the game, setting up Argyle in Wyatt territory, and 2 plays later, it was Will Hodson finding 6 from 42 yards out.
Play action. Gailey wants to throw again. He's going to hit Will Hodson on a short one, this time at the 32. Inside, makes a man miss, breaks a tackle at the 20, and Hodson will go down the sideline and into the end zone. 42-yard touchdown pass from John Gailey to Will Hodson. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Eagles defense holds Wyatt on 5 plays on the next possession, and Wyatt again has to punt. This time, the punt does not reach the air.
Oh, this snap way back to Jaworski Lane, and it's going to be blocked. Picked up, and it's going to be picked up by Nathaniel Bruce into the end zone for the Argyle touchdown. Special teams play. Nathaniel Bruce blocked the first punt. He blocks the second punt, gets on this one, takes it into the end zone. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
21-0 Argyle, still in the first quarter. Next Argyle drive, it was R.J. Bunnell. Normally makes his money on the ground. This time, it was through the air.
Gailey under some pressure, but he's got a man wide open, and it's complete. And it's an easy walk-in Argyle touchdown. 33-yard touchdown. That's Rex out of the backfield. R.J. Bunnell. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
28-0 Argyle after the first quarter. Eagles defense had been forcing a lot of punts from Wyatt until Parker Phillips decides he'll just take it away.
Fakes the handoff under a ton of pressure. Intercepted. Screen pass. Picked off by Parker Phillips. Breaks the tackle. Returns it. He's to the 25. He's dragging a man all the way down to the 20-yard line. Parker Phillips anticipated the screen pass. Stepped in front of the running back, Ashton Larkin, and gets the interception. It's Argyle football at the O.D. Wyatt 20.
And 2 plays later, it was the big man,
He's got
Wayne
a man
Pritz.
wide open once again. Running down the right hash mark, it is Wayne Pritz. He's wide open, makes the catch. 17-yard touchdown pass from John Gailey to Wayne Pritz.
all aboard, as Blake would say. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
The highlights galore here in the first half. We're not done. Parker Phillips stepped in front of another one.
2nd down and 4. Play action. Quick hitter intercepted. Parker Phillips, his second. Taking it back all the way into O.D. Wyatt territory to the 42-yard line. Interception number 2 of the night for Parker Phillips, Argyle's number 18. And it's Eagle football once again.
Yeah, a lot of highlights from the first half. A couple individual stats. John Gailey, 7 of 9 in the first half, 4 touchdowns, 150 yards passing. Landon Ferris, just 31 yards on the ground, but does have a touchdown. Bunnell, 5 touches with a touchdown. And receiving, Will Hodson with 2 touchdowns with 82 yards receiving on 3 catches. Also with a 47-yard pass. That one going to Lane Stewart. That was his lone reception in the first half. And then Wayne Pritz, a pair of 17-yard catches, 1 for a touchdown. And that brings us to our 49-0 first half score. 42-0 first half score. And that's your first half look at stats and sounds. Now here is Kenny and Mitch with your second half.
All right, thanks, Blake. We are ready for the second half here, and we'll probably have to learn some new names here for Argyle in this second half, which is fine by me.
Yeah, be some fun kids out there second half.
Great opportunity. We've already seen Nathaniel Bruce, a freshman, block 2 punts tonight, return 1 of those for a touchdown. Here's the kickoff, goes through the hands of Xavier Walker at the 5. He picks it up, and he comes back up the right side, right along the numbers. He's hit at the 20-yard line and brought down right there. And making the stop was Justice Jones. And speaking of being Veterans Day, his mom currently serves in the U.S. Army, but she is here tonight. I just heard her yell really big for her boy.
Good for her.
And it is 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. For the O.D. Wyatt Chaparrals, the offense for O.D. Wyatt, Cade Barrett, the quarterback, Ashton Larkin, the running back. Receivers are Quest Madkins, Austin Watkins, D.K. Crawford, and Javorski Lane. Boys up front are Braylon Bell at center, Rakundo Louie and Tyrese Garland at guards, Nicholas Woodard and Manuel Franco at tackles. We'll get the defense for Argyle. I'll have to get my binoculars out and start checking all the numbers here. So here's a quick pass out to Quest Madkins, and he's hit immediately by, I believe, a couple of Argyle Eagles, but the first one there was 33 Nathaniel Bruce, who makes some great special teams plays, and now that freshman is out there playing some defense. Also out there for Argyle, Micah Roberts is starting at the right cornerback. The big boys down up front are Darian Doyle and Brendan Hickman on the outside, and Logan Gregory at the nose tackle. The middle backers there are Bud Petter and Justice Jones. 2nd down and 10. Barrett rolling to his right. He's now just going to hold on to it himself and get run out of bounds by Logan Gregory. He's going to get a couple of yards to the 22-yard line. Also out there starting defensively for Argyle, we mentioned Nathaniel Bruce, but also Garrett Westrom, Cooper Slayton at one of the cornerback spots. Caden Yates is still out there at linebacker. That's Cooper Slayton at a safety, and Colton Rockmore at the other cornerback spot. On the left side over in front of the O.D. Wyatt bench. We'll check in with Clark after this play and get the Chick-fil-A on 407 mood on the sideline as come out and it's 42-0. Sometimes it's kind of hard to be up for the second half, but I bet some of these younger guys are. Here's the snap back to Barrett. Under pressure, it's Justice Jones chasing down Cade Barrett. Now Barrett's just going to throw it up for grabs, and it's overthrown, intended for Quest Madkins. There's Nathaniel Bruce again on the coverage, and it's going to be 4th down. We'll see what they decide to do. But now let's talk to Clark down on the sideline and get that Chick-fil-A on 407 mood on the sideline.
Well, I just had Wayne Pritz tell me he doesn't like my gloves, but hey, the younger group down here is really excited because they know they're going to get a lot of playing time. The temperature has dropped, so even though it's 42-0, when it's 33 degrees down here, it's a delicate balance.
True, makes sense.
Saying Clark and balance in the same sentence is unusual.
Here's Javorski Lane's punt. He does get this punt off. It's not going to go very far, though. And it's going to be downed by Amaj Mitchell.
Did he catch that snap over his shoulder?
He did, Willie Mays style.
Yeah. Yeah, he probably didn't like it too much either.
And it's Argyle football at the 36-yard line. Make that a 14-yard punt and no return. And, even here just starting this second half, O.D. Wyatt looking a little sluggish.
They did look sluggish. And like Clark said, the younger kids for Argyle coming in. They're all jazzed up playing. The OD Wyatt guys, they're probably ready just to find the bus. It's warm and go home.
Preston Slayton gets the handoff running left from quarterback Jacob Robinson. No gain. Shout out to Matt Listy and the gang listening at home. So it'll be second down and 10. Clock running, 9:20 to play in the third quarter. Argyle leads 42-0.
Let's keep this one between the tackles the whole second half.
Max Bland, the freshman, back in there at tight end to start this second half. We've got some other faces out there. We'll have to get these names to you. Chris Munster is the receiver here on the near side. It's a handoff to Preston Slayton again on that right side, running behind Randy Good. Burke Rudolph still out there starting on the offensive line, as well as Jackson Davis, Tyler Roberts, Dwight Longley. Who else do we have out there? That's your offensive line. I still got Preston Slayton out there. On the far side, we've got McGuire Gasperson and looks like 31 Ben Daggett are the receivers on the far side of the field right now. And now a freshman running back is checked in, Watson Bell. This kid's going to be good. Third down and 7. It's going to be play action to Watson, and the pass from Jacob Robinson is low to McGuire Gasperson, and it's going to be fourth down.
Yeah, it looked like he kind of did a little jump pass maybe to get there. I'm not really sure why he did it, but just kind of jumped and chunked it and just a little bit short.
So fourth down, Argyle offense stays out there on the field with clock running with 7:55 to play here in the third quarter. Two receivers to either side. One of those the tight end, Bland, in the slot. Now Robinson looking to throw, and he completes it to Bland. And he breaks a tackle to the 30,
Bang.
25 down to the 22-yard line for the freshman tight end. 11-yard gain and an Argyle first down.
Yeah, he just lowered his head and got about 5 more yards. Good hard run after a nice catch. Little curl route.
And Clark said that was Max-tastic from Max Bland. Jacob Robinson's going to keep it on the read option. Gets a nice block, cuts it inside. He's down to the 5, into the 4. That was a great block, a Max-tastic block by Max Bland. All the way down, first and goal at the 3-yard line. 18-yard pickup, and now we've got an injured Argyle Eagle, and I think that may be Jacob Robinson.
It is.
At the end of that run. Let's take us a quick timeout. 7:12 to play in the third quarter. Argyle leading 42-0 on Argyle Eagle Booster Club broadcast.
407 bar. CR Plumbing is a small family-owned business operated by Clayton and Hannah Robinson. Hannah grew up in Argyle, and no one knows these stomping grounds like she does. CR Plumbing prides ourselves on taking care of our customers, employees, and serving our community. We offer an array of plumbing services, including water filtration systems, leak detection and repairs, water heater tankless conversions, platinum memberships. Visit our website for any plumbing needs at crplumbingdfw.com. We are CR Plumbing, your local plumber you can trust.
Lamar National Bank offers checking, savings, money market accounts, and loans to businesses and consumers. Whether you like doing business face-to-face or talking to a real person over the phone, Lamar National Bank is the hometown bank that can best serve you because their bankers live, work, and play in the markets they serve. Go see our team at the North Lake branch or call 972-318-1060 to see that at Lamar National Bank. It's relationship banking at its best. Lamar National Bank, NMLS number 243049, equal housing lender member FDIC.
This is Dr. Mykel Pace. There's a reason why so many dentists in our area refer their patients to Northern Texas Facial and Oral Surgery for implant or wisdom tooth care, and that's trust. As your oral surgeons, we work closely with other dental professionals to create a dental healthcare team to make sure patients get the right treatment in just the right way. That's what dentists in our area have come to expect from Northern Texas Facial.
Handoff straight ahead here as we're back to action. Alex Moeller is checked in at quarterback. Watson Bell gets the handoff, and he loses a couple of yards back to the 5-yard line. And Jacob Robinson walks off the field under his own power after that last play. Second down and goal from the 5. Watson Bell goes to the left side now of Alex Moeller from the shotgun. Moeller, the senior, claps his hands together. He's going to play action. Now he's going to throw to the end zone looking for Munster. Some contact over there in the back corner of the end zone, but that pass was overthrown anyway. Malik Franklin was on coverage over there, and now he's doing some sort of dance in the back corner of the end zone. It's Malik Franklin. I don't know if he's just trying to stay warm or what he's doing down there, but and it's going to be third down and goal from the 5.
Yeah, so it's going to be difficult for the Argyle offense. You got a bunch of young kids on the O-line out there right now, and you got, maybe the best part of ODY's defense is their D-line.
Moeller takes a snap, delayed handoff to Watson Bell, and that's unnecessary to throw him down like that. Picking up, yeah, they're going to throw a flag.
Yeah, you can't suplex him.
Yeah, picks him up and just slams him to the ground there. Big 40 Clayshawn Womack.
Personal foul, number 60 on the white. Half the distance to go. Automatic, first down.
They call it on number 6, but number 6 is not the one unless number 6 did something else. But that was big 40 Clayshawn Womack who threw Watson Bell to the ground a little unnecessarily hard. And it was. I mean, it looked like a wrestling move for sure, but I mean, shoot, those guys are frustrated and they finally make a play and they want to hit somebody, right? Slant over the middle is incomplete from Alex Moeller. He was intended for McGuire Gasperson. And that pass is incomplete. It'll be second down to go from 3 as Argyle gets a new set of downs here inside the 5. Moeller goes up to his offensive line, tells him to play, now claps his hands together, gets the snap. It's Watson Bell straight ahead, looking for the end zone, and he is in for the Argyle touchdown. 3-yard touchdown run for the freshman Watson Bell. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
And that's awesome to see, man. Those young kids like that getting in there. He took the handoff and he saw a little bit of a crease and just accelerated and just plowed his way into the end zone for him. Again, a 15-year-old kid in a playoff game. That's awesome.
Beckham Kimbrell to attempt the extra point. Snaps a little high to Rockmore, but he gets it down, and the extra point is good. 4:39 to play, third quarter. Our new score is Argyle 49, OD Wyatt nothing on AEBC Broadcasting.
Howdy folks, Marty B here, inviting you to come to each of our 4 amazing restaurants. At Marty B's, join us for an outstanding atmosphere of family, food, fun, and entertainment. Or join us at Rustico Wood-Fired Grill and Wine Bar for an intimate date night in a rustic, elegant setting. Looking for a taste of upscale Texas? Join us at 1845, where it's designed like Dallas, but tastes like Fort Worth. Come experience amazing at all of our fine restaurants. And new this summer, put a pep in your two-step at Marty B's Coffee Co., right next to Marty B's restaurant. Look forward to seeing you there.
Updating your home is too important to do alone. The Design House of Denton has designers and experts on staff who want to help. Whether it's simply new flooring or having an entire wing of your home remodeled, the Design House has a full spectrum of services for any size idea you have. They care about you and your home both during and after your project. My wife and I know this from personal experience. Now it's time to see for yourself. Go see the friendly staff at their gorgeous showroom located just outside Golden Triangle Mall at 2303 Colorado Boulevard. The Design House of Denton, locally owned and proud members of Argyle Eagle Nation. Beckham Kimbrell's kickoff. Gonna hit right at the goal line and go into the end zone for the touchback. 4:38 to play. Do we have a drive summary? Yeah, Mitchy Poo. Maybe, maybe not.
Come back to you. 10 plays, 36 yards, 5:12 off the clock, touchdown, 2-yard run by Watson Bell.
There you go. Third quarter tonight brought to you by Big Shots Golf, Fort Worth, NWC General Construction, Dr. David Dyer at Argyle Orthodontics, Argyle United Methodist Church, Daryl Halk and Chris Martin over at ERA Cornerstone Realty, CR Plumbing. We'll get you the rest of those here in just a moment. First down and 10 for OD White, handoff running right, and now cutting it straight ahead is, I believe, that is 22 Jaworski Lane, who's moved into the, nope, that's 23, not 22, so Demario Coulter. Justice Jones, 35, who's in there now, the middle linebacker, makes the stop. Second down and 4 here for Wyatt. 6-yard pickup on that first down. Out there defensively here at a cornerback spot is Luke Lane for Argyle.
No kin to Jaworski.
Luke Lane Jr., Jaworski Lane Jr.
Bang!
End around. That is Jaworski Lane, and he is hammered by a couple of Argyle Eagles, but Garrett Westrom, credit him with the tackle, but if he didn't make it, Ben Godfrey was right there as well. That's Westrum's 4th tackle tonight. Be 3rd down and 8 on that 4-yard loss. Thomas Irwin in at one of the safety spots. Mason Pittner is in at a linebacker as well. 2 of 11 on 3rd down is O.D. Wyatt. It's 3rd down and 8. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Clock running, 3:01 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Barrett looking to throw. He's under some pressure. He's hit, and Jack Teller is going to slam him down for the sack. Big number 48 back at the 18-yard line. That's an 8-yard loss, and it's going to be 4th down for the Chaparrals.
Yeah, and Argyle did a great job getting the penetration in there, got through, and just grabbed him and wouldn't let him go. And, I mean, the quarterback, he's a much bigger guy, but just couldn't shake free, and Argyle gets him for the big sack.
Also bringing us our 3rd quarter tonight, Jill Pizzuto and the fine folks over at the North Lake Papa John's. Don't forget to use the code EAGLES23 to get 25% off. Ty and Jennifer Holmeyer at the Design House, Point Bank in Argyle, Dr. Rex Roten, Argyle Family Chiropractic, Embassy Suites in Denton, Rapid Med Urgent Care, Hellfighters Auto Dent Repair, and our title sponsor this year, Yum, Yum, Yum. Maybe some lunch for me tomorrow, 407 Barbecue. Javorski Lane gets the punt away.
A good one.
It's at the 33. Oh, takes an Argyle bounce, so ends up not being so good after the bounce.
Well, it wasn't blocked.
Argyle will have the football at the 28 of O.D. Wyatt, a 10-yard punt for Lane and no return. And see if anything different. Dylan Brewster looks like he's coming out on the offensive line for Argyle.
D-Brew
will be at left guard. Randy Good is still in there at right tackle, and we've got a timeout on the field. O.D. Wyatt takes a timeout with 1:24 to play here before the end of our 3rd quarter. Hey, it's another year and another record-breaking year for the Argyle Eagles Booster Club. Thanks in large part to Brian and Shelley Stone with shout-out promotions. They've made a massive impact on us. Allow them to help you too. If you need your business brand promoted, don't whisper. Shout out promotions. Hey, Clark, let's go ahead and check in with Clark down there.
Yeah.
Man, how cool is it for all these freshmen and sophomores to get playing time first, but then they're doing things like blocking punts and scoring touchdowns as running backs. Just a good time for these kids.
I'm telling you that the younger classes right now are having a ball, and this is what they dreamed of. I mean, they toughed it out. They played JV or freshman ball all year, and now they're back up with the big boys, and they're making the most of their opportunity, and they're having a great time doing it.
1st and 10 from the 28. I want to say thanks once again for 407 Barbecue being our title sponsor all season long. A lot of hard-earned money from Brian McClarty and all the gang over there, and they decided to give it to the Argyle Eagles Booster Club, and we certainly appreciate everybody at 407 Barbecue. Here's a handoff to Preston Slayton. He is going to get a yard straight ahead, maybe a yard. They don't even give him that. We'll call it no gain. It's 2nd down and 10.
So, Kenny, O.D. Wyatt.
Okay, tell us. I want to know some facts.
Long-time educator in Fort Worth.
But I don't think he taught like the school was named after him after he was a teacher or something, right?
Correct.
Next handoff to Slayton is no gain. Matter of fact, he's going to lose the yard this time back to the 30. He taught at a different school, didn't he?
Yeah, so Pascal,
Pascal,
one of the other schools. So he attended North Texas Normal College. You ever heard of that? Present day UNT. And apparently it was real big for the kids to fight in the parking lots, the competing schools.
3rd down and 11. Moeller's pass is knocked away. Was intended for Ben Daggett, and a good defensive play there by Malik Franklin. He's just having a good time. You know, and hey, I will say this, and then we'll get back to your O.D. Wyatt story.
Yeah.
But Coach Chris in the pregame show did talk about how Malik Franklin loves to have a good time. He's the one that all the kids laugh at, and he said if there's ever any somber moments, or I think he even said if they're getting beat, that Malik Franklin's going to lighten up the mood.
If they're getting beat 49-0, he lightens up the mood.
Still lightens up the mood.
Good.
End of quarter number 3 in this bi-district matchup. We're back for quarter number 4 next. Argyle leads O.D. Wyatt 49-0 on AEBC Broadcasting.
The real estate station, owned by longtime Argyle residents Dave and Kathy Salisbury, has been around since 1986 and was the first real estate office to be established in Argyle. The real estate station provides full office support, in-house marketing, and an experienced sales team consisting of agents who live in and know the Argyle area. Whether you are buying, selling, or leasing, they are ready to serve you. Supporting Argyle ISD for over 15 years, they are proud to be a district-level Eagle partner again this year. And they were chosen to be Argyle ISD's real estate advisors. The real estate station, they are your hometown real estate experts.
Hello, Eagles fans. This is Pastor Rick Williamson from Argyle United Methodist Church. I want to invite all youth, 6th to 12th grade, to join us for Sunday Night Live, known as SNL, our youth worship service. There will be dinner, games, and worship. So youth, come on out Sunday nights from 5:30 to 8 to Argyle United Methodist Church. For more information, check us out at www.argyleumc.org. Enjoy the game. Go Eagles!
4th down and 10. The pass is complete to Chris Munster. He needed to get to the 18-yard line for a first down, and he gets just enough. And that's an Argyle first down on 4th down and 11. Nice pass from Alex Moeller. An Eagle first down. As we start quarter number 4 here. Alongside Mitch, Cullen, I'm Kenny Arthur. Clark McNulty on the sideline. Blake Jones, producer extraordinaire.
Dutch.
First down and who's Dutch? Here's the handoff.
Is he here?
He's not here today. Preston Slayton gets the handoff. He's going to pick up about 7 yards to the 11-yard line.
So, Kenny, everybody loved O.D. Wyatt. He was real big, and instead of disciplining the kids, trying to find out a solution to the problems, bounced around a bunch of different high schools, finally retired. But to bring it all together on Veterans Day, O.D. Wyatt Jr. was a fighter pilot that was killed in action over in the South Pacific.
Okay.
So just kind of an interesting, sad tidbit about the O.D. Wyatt family, but very well thought of in the Fort Worth community.
Hence why they named the school after.
That's right.
Preston Slayton loses a couple this time. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. Looks like a free play here. Offside. Alex Moeller going to go to the end zone looking for Munster.
No PI.
And no pass interference.
Yeah,
they are going to throw the flag.
Oh, my gosh.
But the pass was way over the head of Chris Munster.
Yeah, he did. Pushed him down and out of bounds.
And yes, they are likely uncatchable, but
I mean, we say that, but we don't know, right?
I think Clark could have caught
it. Clark was under it. So, Clark, how tall is the white hat?
He's taller than me. No.
We have pass
5'6" and a half.
Okay.
Automatic first down on the 5-yard line.
Oh, okay.
So they do call the
One
pass
in the
interference.
end zone. Was on the 5.
Wasn't in the end zone. Okay.
How was the pass interference not in the end zone?
I guess.
So 1st and goal from the 5, handoff straight ahead. Preston Slayton's got it, and he's going to be stood up right at the line of scrimmage. Might have got a half yard to the 4-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and goal. Hey, tonight's 4th quarter brought to you by the generous support of Longhorn Screen Shades and Shutters, Orthopedic Associates of Flower Mound, Jolette Ryan and the North Texas Team Real Estate Team, powered by Compass, the Greg Teller Agency at Farmers Insurance, Brent Bowen, attorney at law, Lori Jacobson and the Legacy Group. Here is 2nd down and goal from the 4. Play action and the pass to Max Bland, and a Max-tastic touchdown for number 45, the freshman. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Yeah, great throw and catch. He did a good job catching that because it was thrown really hard, and the freshman went up and caught it.
That's for you, Chris Fanning. Listening to us down in College Station, I would imagine. I don't think you're in town. Appreciate you listening. We'll finish up our 4th quarter sponsors after we take us a quick timeout. Extra point. This time by number 38, Anthony Ruvalcaba, is good. 8:43 to play in the ball game. It's now Argyle 56, O.D. Wyatt nothing on Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting. This broadcast is made possible by the generous support of our corporate advertising sponsors who have enabled Argyle ISD athletic programs to achieve many exceptional accomplishments, including state championships in multiple sports and 10 straight Lone Star Cups. These sponsorships remain the primary source of funding for the Booster Club, which directs the expenditures towards Argyle athletics and clubs at the high school and middle school level. Your corporate sponsorship provides the best opportunity for our student athletes to reach their full potential here at Argyle ISD, and in return, we offer numerous advertising packages which fit your budget to brand your business with high visibility in the stadiums or right here on these airwaves. Do you want to be a sponsor and support the athletics here at Argyle ISD? Contact Brian and Shelley Stone at aebc.sponsorship@gmail.com to begin your support. Go Eagles!
Finishing our fourth quarter sponsors tonight, want to also thank Independent Financial, Ideal Partners, Sherry Brunson over at Cinch Cleaners. Thanks to Noble Classic Homes, Cycle Center of Denton, Lupe, Carlos Gonzalez and all the gang over there, Marty B's, 1845, Taste Texas and Rustico, and the sponsor of our postgame show, Park Place Lexus, Jaguar, and Land Rover of Grapevine. Kickoff hits at the 15, then it's going to be picked up by Jeremiah Boone running all the way across to the other side of the field. And what a great tackle by Garrett Westrom back at the 12-yard line. Shoestring tackle made by Westrom. Was that Westrom or Cooper Slayton?
22.
Garrett Westrom. Great tackle, and it'll be first and 10 from their own 12-yard line. How about a drive summary, Mitchy Poo?
Yeah, and that was a great tackle right there. 8 plays, 28 yards, 4:54 off the clock. Keep in mind it's running, right? So that's why you get the big number of time off the clock. 4-yard TD to Max Bland, and Argyle takes an even bigger commanding lead.
Another freshman out there now at safety, Malik Bracey, out there for Argyle, number 43. Snap back to Barrett, and he's going to throw it out. And lots of hard hitting going on at the 15-yard line. Who gets up off the bottom of the pile? Mason Pittner gets up off the bottom of the pile. Justice Jones as well. We've got Grayson Peschel checking in the ball game now for Argyle. Second down and 8 following that 2-yard gain on the pass to Quest Madkins. Barrett's got it again, straight drop. He's under some pressure. Now he's looking for a screen pass, incomplete. A couple of people had a shot at that one. Yeah. I think first one was 97, Brendan Hickman, who thought he could have got it, but also number 50 who had just checked in, Grayson Peschel, a freshman. And
Brendan Hickman read it, slammed on the brakes, started running backwards because he was going to get in the middle of it, and it went right over his head, sailed right over him. But I tell you, these freshmen that are in here and their parents in the stands don't want this clock running.
Right. Third down and 7. Barrett rolling to his left. He's under pressure once again. Now he's going to come back to his right. There's a flag down. This pass is thrown to the middle of the field, and it's intercepted. Mason Pittner with the interception. Junior, 6'1", 175-pound junior Mason Pittner with the interception, and it's Argyle football. We'll get the call here from the official, but that's going to be a holding call, I believe.
Yeah, it is.
On number 2, Wyatt. Penalty will be declined. Argyle ball, first and 10.
6:12 to play in the ball game. Argyle leading 56-0. And they get another turnover, another interception. Third interception of the game. All right, we got some new faces out here, it looks like, on the offensive line.
Well, they are super excited on the sideline. Look at them. That one really got them.
Mason Pittner must be a team favorite.
Yeah, a dog.
All right, we'll see who's checking in the ball game for Argyle. Got some new folks out there, especially on the offensive line. I'm seeing Brooks Bryan is split out as one of the wide receivers. It's a handoff to Watson Bell. He's got a little bit of room inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. Good blocking up front there by Kirk Rudolph. Also in the game now is 68, Ray Martinick. Colt Calendine has checked in as well. Second down and 5. Snaps back, and it's going to be Bell straight ahead again. A couple of yards this time. Also out there on that offensive line. Oh, we got another one coming in now. It's 75, Tyson O'Neill, another freshman 6'3", 290-pound freshman, by the way. In there at center now is Hunter Bartram, 265-pound sophomore. Yes, son of Joe and Tina Bartram, LHM Financial, one of our big sponsors.
Proud sponsor.
And there's the pass, and it is incomplete. Well, we've got a new quarterback out there. I didn't even notice that.
Southpaw.
Yeah, Jarrett Wagner, sophomore, is checked in at quarterback.
We have offside on Wyatt, 5-yard penalty. Repeat third down.
J-Wags.
Chanson Bowen, another 285-pound sophomore. Man, what are we feeding these freshmen and sophomores?
Chick-fil-A.
Good grief. It's not hummus, obviously. First and goal from the 8. Nice move, Watson Bell trying to fight for the end zone. He's going to get to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, he wanted the end zone bad right there. I wish he'd gotten it. Coach Rogers probably really doesn't want to score again, but
now we've got an injury timeout with 3:53 to play here in the ball game as O.D. Wyatt, Chaparral Rashawn Williams is down, a 150-pound senior for the Chaparrals, with Argyle leading 56-0. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is where you hear Argyle Eagle football.
This is Dallas Cowboys sideline reporter Christy Scales, and thanks to all of you for putting up with Clark McNulty on the Eagles sideline right here on Argyle Eagles Booster Club broadcasts.
Thanks, Christy. You're right. We do have to put up with Clark. Well, hey, Christy said it, not me. No, Scales, sideline reporter for the Dallas Cowboys. Come on now. Handoff, Bell straight ahead, breaks the tackle at the 2. Nice move, dives for the end zone, touchdown. Second touchdown. Watson Bell, 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
And that was all him right there. He had to shed a couple of tackles, and he could see the end zone, just dove for it. He wasn't going to get stopped with
Look at
3 minutes to go.
Hey, Clark, look at those offensive linemen coming off the field, all those freshmen and sophomore. Colt Calendine.
Well, that's the awesome part about it is these offensive linemen, that's their touchdown too, and they know it.
Ray Martinick, Tyson O'Neill, Chanson Bowen, all fired up when they come off the field. Look at him over here. Hunter Bartram, extra point is good. 3:23 to play in the ball game. It's now Argyle 63, O.D. Wyatt nothing on AEBC Broadcasting.
Hello, Eagle fans. This is Joe and Tina Bartram with LHM Financial. We're a privately owned mortgage lender since 1998, offering home financing options for your family needs. LHM Financial is a proud sponsor of the Argyle Eagles and an active member in the community. So mention this ad and receive $500 towards the cost of your appraisal when we do your financing on your next home. Give me a call at 817-601-7800. If you have dreams, we have solutions. LHM is licensed by the Texas Department of Savings and Mortgage Lending. LHM NMLS is 184530. Joe Bartram's NMLS is 1010778. Go Eagles!
Park Place is proud to support Argyle High School and all you Eagles fans out there. You deserve to feel like a winner, whether you're cheering on your favorite team or shopping for your new favorite car. And at Park Place Lexus Grapevine and Jaguar Land Rover DFW, you'll enjoy a fully customized luxury dealership experience that'll make you feel like the MVP. So head over to your nearest Park Place dealership or visit parkplace.com and see what makes them the experts in excellence.
Kickoff will slowly roll out of bounds. Penalty flag will fly. It'll be right to the 35-yard line for the Chaparrals. Do we have us a drive summary, Mitchy Poo?
Yep. 4 plays, 19 yards, 2:42 off the clock. Watson Bell, 2-yard TD run. Second TD of the night for the freshman.
Hey, I got a score for you might be interested in.
Lay it on me.
Fourth quarter. Okay. Louisville Fighting Farmers 30, Allen Eagles 6.
Allen's no good this year.
Yeah, but I don't know they were that bad. Not that Louisville's bad.
No, I think Louisville's got a pretty decent score. I think, isn't their quarterback really good? Somebody they got's really good.
First and 10 for Wyatt now from their own 30-yard line. 3:05 to play in the ball game. See whose name we can call this time. As Kirk Rudolph still fired up here on the sidelines for Argyle. Maybe a 1-yard gain here on first down.
I kind of know that Geyer Marcus score. It was 14-6 at one point.
Man, I'm still showing the side I'm looking on. It still says 14-7, but let's look and see if we can get a different update here.
I noticed there were no games on TV tonight. No local games.
I could have swore there was. I thought I saw where there was going to be one on CW33 or something.
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I didn't get up that high in numbers.
Second down and 8. Handoff straight ahead. And Hayes Neal will sling down Ashton Larkin. He's going to pick up about 5 yards. Louisville, I'm showing here on this one, they lead 20-6, but I got 30-6. So I got different scores going. But Lovejoy leading White House just 17-12. That's kind of surprising.
Home of Pat Mahomes, White House.
Maybe I need to refresh here. Maybe that's the way I ought to go. Here's a Jeremiah Boone incomplete. Good coverage by Colton Rockmore. And it's going to be 4th down. Melissa leads Hallsville 34-13. Yeah, that helps when you refresh. Aubrey beat Dallas Lincoln last night, by the way, 63-12. Just to speak of one of those former foes back in the day.
Chaparrals.
Now I guess we can kind of root for Aubrey, can't we? Since they're
no.
We can't.
No.
Not since the GA Moore days.
That's right. Not after those dirty games that he used to coach. Is he still around? Speaking of which,
I don't think so. Here's a pass out to D.K. Crawford. He's going to be brought down by Cooper Slayton. It's enough for a first down. Another former district mate, Anna, leads Frisco Panther Creek 55-17.
Anna's pretty decent.
They are this season. Real good. Let's see if I can find those scores you were interested in. Another local school. Caddo Mills leads Sanger 27-20. That ball game's in the 4th quarter.
Foxes.
Salina leads Nevada Community 21-13. Here's a handoff to Larkin again, and he's going to get out to the 45. Tackle made by Ben Godfrey. Clock running with 36 seconds. Here you go, Denton Geyer leads Marcus 35-7.
Okay. That 7 must have been a turnover or something. Yeah.
Second down, and into the 49 this time. They're wanting to get another play. Third down and a yard, and this could be the last play of the game. And Barrett, though, he loses the football, and the fumble is recovered by Mason Pittner. Credit Mason Pittner with a fumble recovery here to end the ball game, and that will do it. Argyle, for the 16th season in a row, by-district champions this year in Class 5A Division II, following a 63-0 victory over O.D. Wyatt tonight at Eagle Stadium here in Argyle. We'll take us a quick timeout, and then we will come back. We'll have our Park Place postgame show. We'll get our Lori Jacobson and the Legacy Group players of the game. We'll talk to Coach Rogers, talk a little bit about next week's matchup with Wichita Falls Rider. All coming up in the Park Place postgame show in just a moment. Once again, Argyle victorious by district champions on Veterans Day, 63-0 over O.D. Wyatt. Back with that postgame show in a moment on ADBC Broadcasting.
Buying or selling a home is likely your greatest investment. Lori Jacobson and the Legacy Group believe in making the process easy and simple for your family. Whether you're moving into your forever home in Argyle, need help remodeling or staging, or are a first-time buyer, Lori's dedicated to making sure all of her clients walk away from the transaction satisfied. She has a saying that you walk in as a client, but you leave as a friend. So it's no secret why she's been named Best Real Estate Agent by D Magazine yet again. Lori Jacobson encourages all the Argyle Eagles to leave a legacy both on and off the field. Go Eagles.
A trusted community staple for over 15 years, Rapid Med Urgent Care provides you and your family with personalized minor emergency care. Checkups to cuts, broken bones, vaccinations, rapid COVID testing, allergy testing and treatment, physicals, and even state-of-the-art concussion treatment. We do it all. Walk-ins are welcome, or visit rapidmed.com. Find a time that works for you, book your video or in-person visit today. Rapid Med Urgent Care, hometown emergency care doctors with Texas-sized hearts and proud supporters of our Argyle Eagles.
For over 2 decades, DFW Door Repair has been taking your ideas and turning them into the reality of a beautiful entry, patio, or interior doors. We also offer repair services that will have all of your older doors operating like new. Check us out today and set up your free consultation at www.dfwdoorrepair.com or call us at 214-390-3901. DFW Door Repair, bringing service to your door for over 2 decades.
The OD Wyatt Chaparrals moving on to the area round of the playoffs next week. We'll see if Coach Rogers has any idea where that might be. But Mitch, just all-around great performance from the get-go. We knew OD Wyatt didn't have a lot, but they got some talented athletes on the field and looked like a pretty good job by their defensive front early on. And then the Argyle offensive line just kind of took over, and then it was just all Argyle, and they dominated the entire football game, even when the freshmen and sophomores came in.
Yeah, there was no letdown when they came in, that's for sure. It was just tough conditions for OD Wyatt to play in, right? I mean, on the opponent's field, the weather, number 1 in state, there's just a bunch of stuff against them, but Argyle sure didn't disappoint. To me, the great thing about this victory was it looks like Argyle can maybe build on some momentum. The offense clicked for sure, right? The first team offense, of course, all team offenses did. And everybody's super excited. Looks like they're going to build on some momentum carrying them into the playoffs.
Really, so many great defensive plays by Argyle and some special teams plays that Argyle didn't have to drive a long way. Only ends up tonight with 301 yards total offense compared to 171 for OD Wyatt. 225 through the air for Argyle compared to 153 for OD Wyatt. On the ground, Argyle had 76 yards rushing. OD Wyatt only had 18. Penalties were a little bit of a factor. Argyle only 2 for 15, 6 for 31 for OD Wyatt. Big one was turnovers. OD Wyatt with 4 turnovers. They had a fumble they lost and 3 interceptions. Cade Barrett, quarterback for OD Wyatt, was 20 out of 39 for 153 yards. And again, 3 interceptions, which matched he had 3 the entire season, Mitch. He had 3 tonight. Tells you how good that Argyle defensive is, because you got to credit a lot of that to all the pressure he was under all night.
Ton of pressure, yeah. I mean, there weren't a whole lot of sacks, but he was hurried all night long, that's for sure.
Well, because he doesn't allow sacks, right? He's the type of quarterback, he's like, I'm just going to throw it up, and if you intercept it, you intercept it.
Right.
Well, that's how it worked tonight anyway. Ashton Larkin led the way on the ground for OD Wyatt, 16 for 36. Demario Coulter had 1 carry for 6 yards. Jaworski Lane Jr., 2 carries for 4 yards. Receiving, D.K. Crawford, 8 catches, 93 yards. Jaworski Lane Jr. had 5 for 27. Quest Madkins, 4 for 14. And Cornelius Modupe had 1 catch for 10 yards. Jeremiah Boone had 2 for 9. Now for the good guys, wearing red tonight, John Gailey, the quarterback, was 8 out of 10, 151 yards, 4 touchdown passes for John, and no interceptions. Will Hodson, first play of the game, he threw a pass, and he ends up pretty good percentage, 1 out of 1 for 47 yards. Alex Moeller goes 2 out of 5 for 16 yards and a touchdown. Jacob Robinson was 1 of 4 for 11 yards. Rushing, Landon Ferris, 8 carries for 33 yards and a touchdown. Watson Bell had 6 carries for 19 yards and 2 touchdowns. Robinson, 2 carries for 11. R.J. Bonnell, 4 for 11. And Preston Slayton had 9 carries for only 3 yards. Receiving, Will Hodson, 4 catches for 82 yards, 2 touchdowns. Lane Stewart had 1 for 47. Wayne Pritz, 2 catches for 34 yards and a touchdown. R.J. Bonnell had 1 for 33 and a touchdown. Max Bland, the freshman, 2 catches, 16 yards and a touchdown. Chris Munster had 1 catch for 11, and Landon Ferris, 1 catch for 2 yards. And so Argyle spread the ball all around tonight, did John Gailey. And Mitch John really starting to get his feet under him as a quarterback.
Yeah, he looked really smooth, looked really comfortable, and made some nice throws today.
All right, Clark, we got you anywhere? Where's Clark?
I've got Will Hodson here, who had a touchdown pass. No, you had
2.
a big long pass.
He had a long pass and 2 touchdown receptions.
2 touchdown receptions. Offensive player of the game. What do you think about that? Pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty fun throwing the ball. Haven't thrown the ball since last year in JV freshman year, so it's pretty cool to get back out there and spend it.
Throw me some digits, guys.
Well, so he had 4 catches for 82 yards and 2 touchdowns. But, Will, I do want to ask you, because we talked about the 1 catch you had. Actually, you know what? Let's listen to that catch, and then I got a question for you after you hear this.
Play action. Gailey wants to throw again. He's going to hit Will Hodson on a short one, this time at the 32. Inside, makes a man miss, breaks a tackle to the 20, and Hodson will go down the sideline and into the end zone. 42-yard touchdown pass from John Gailey to Will Hodson. 6 more on the board for the Eagles. All right, now I got to ask you, because we were talking about that off the air during the timeout, and even some on the air, how fast do you run the 40?
This summer I ran a 4.41 in the 40 at school. We had lots of guys under 4.5.
Yeah, we were talking about how many were sub 4.5, but you looked like you turned on the afterburner. First you made the man miss by cutting inside, then you broke a tackle and looked like you were running about a 4.2 after that.
Yeah, the track speed fit off a little bit.
Yeah, hey man, just a great game tonight. And I noticed before the game you were over here throwing quite a few passes on the sideline. So did you know, I guess, before the game that you were going to do the pass?
Yeah, we had it dialed up first play of the game. We've had it on for a couple weeks, but we didn't get the chance because of the rain. And last week we rested a bunch of guys, but we got the chance to do it this week, and it was pretty awesome. So I'm glad it happened.
I kind of feel like we maybe should have kept that hidden for a couple more rounds.
Oh, sorry, what'd you say?
I said I thought maybe we should have kept that hidden in our playbook for maybe a couple more rounds.
Maybe.
Hey, great job tonight, man. Great game. Thanks for hanging out with us for a couple days. Go celebrate with your team, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, Will Hodson, our offensive player of the game, 4 catches, 82 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he also had 1 completion for 47 yards. That pass was complete. The first play of the game, he completed that pass to Lane Stewart for 47 yards, which led to the first touchdown of the game.
4.41.
That's pretty quick.
That's pretty quick. That's why he outran everybody.
I was faster than that, but you know.
Yeah.
We know Clark was faster than that. Speaking of.
Still is.
Speaking of Clark.
Yes, sir.
I can't say. We need you to wear the neon. I can't find you out there.
The neon is not as warm as this sweatshirt.
Where is that sweatshirt right now? What yard line?
Where are you? What yard line?
Sorry, guys, I'm having some reception problems down here.
Well,
here, you hold on.
Somebody's holding on to something. So he's got a hold of somebody.
No, the ears keep coming out. So I've got Mr. INT right here. 2 interceptions today. How did that feel?
That felt fantastic. It was my best game I probably ever had, definitely.
I'll tell you what, we're going to move over here because I think the TV camera is what's causing the interference. Go ahead, guy.
Oh, hey, Parker. Hey, let's listen to one of those interceptions real quick. Fakes the handoff under a ton of pressure. Intercepted. Screen pass. Picked off by Parker Phillips. Breaks the tackle. Returns it. He's to the 25. He's dragging a man all the way down to the 20-yard line. Parker Phillips anticipated the screen pass. Stepped in front of the running back, Ashton Larkin, and gets the interception. It's Argyle football at the O.D. Wyatt 20.
That's awesome to hear how it actually happened. You play it through your head as you were listening to.
Yeah, definitely. I knew. Yeah, it was awesome.
We're trying.
Yeah, move a little bit closer to us if you can. Or.
Yeah, I'm trying, guys.
Yeah, and then turn this way. There you go. That's it. I think we got you
better.
Yeah, we got you a little better now.
Okay, here we go.
All right, Parker. Hey,
I have no ears. There they go.
All right, Parker. Well, we got you. We might as well listen to the second one too. It's fun.
Go ahead.
Down and 4. Play action. Quick hitter intercepted. Parker Phillips, his second. Taking it back all the way into O.D. Wyatt territory to the 42-yard line. Interception number 2 of the night for Parker Phillips, Argyle's number 18. And it's Eagle football once again. Hey, Parker, so how bad, though, did you want to take one of those to the house?
Oh, so badly. I saw the field in front of me when I caught it, and I thought I had a chance, but they were closing in on both sides, on both of them.
Hey, so I don't, I trying to run a Chick-fil-A and all that good stuff. I don't do near as much film watching and whatever else as you guys do, but I did notice that they didn't have much of a running game pretty much all season long. They were all averaging about 120 yards a game. So we had a pretty good idea that quarterback Cade Barrett was going to throw the football a lot. Were you keying on that? You knew they were going to throw it a lot. That way you were able to get ready for those interceptions to step in front of those passes?
Yes, I did know that they were going to throw it a lot, especially whenever they were coming downwind with the wind of their back. I knew they were going to throw it. They've thrown it for around 70% all year, and we knew that from our coaches watching film and from me watching film. And I knew that those plays were going to come in those situations from the film and from my coaches, of course, helping us out.
So, at the first of the year, you didn't seem to get quite as much playing time, and then you've kind of come on later in the season and really made a difference. It just seems like, and we saw some of this tonight, especially at the end when a lot of the freshmen and sophomores were out there, just the celebration on the sideline and whatnot, really feel like this team has really come together the second half of the season. Is that kind of the same feeling you guys have?
Oh, yeah, definitely. We've really come together as a team, and we've learned to mesh together and play as one instead of playing for each other. That's kind of what the next is. It's no egos, so we're playing for the team instead of ourselves.
Well, and you guys celebrate with all those freshmen and sophomores. How cool is it? I mean, you probably got moved up, back in a couple of years ago. And how cool is it for those guys to get out there and play, and not just play, but play well and score a couple of touchdowns and whatnot?
Oh, it's awesome because I want them to do the same for me, and I wanted those seniors and juniors to do the same for me when I was their age. So I want to give them that experience, and I want them to feel good because they're making plays, and they need to keep making them.
Well, congratulations, Parker, on a couple of interceptions tonight and for being our defensive player of the game. Go celebrate with your teammates.
Thank you so much.
All right, Parker Phillips, number 18, the senior defensive back. 2 interceptions tonight following this 63-0 victory. And let's talk about some other defenders tonight. Devin Owen, we called his name a ton of times tonight. Yep. He had 4 tackles, a pass broken up, a tackle for loss. Bud Petter had a couple of tackles and a tackle for loss. Parker Phillips there, we talked about him, 2 interceptions, but also 2 pass breakups and then 3 other tackles on top of that. Again, I don't remember him being considered as a starter early on in the season. And man, now it seems like we call his name 10 or 15 times pretty much every game. Garrett Westrom, man, what a good game for the sophomore. 4 tackles for Garrett and a tackle for loss. Yep. A couple of tackles for Grant Mirabal. He wasn't out there a ton tonight. Justice Jones seemed to be all over the field. And he had only credited with about 3 or 4 tackles, but seems like every time the ball was snapped back to Cade Barrett, it seemed like Justice Jones
was always there.
Yeah,
he sure was.
Was in his face. He wanted to show out for Mama tonight.
He was applying pressure the whole game.
Darian Doyle with a tackle for loss. Also had Caden Yates with a sack, 2 tackles, tackle for loss. Big sack for number 48, Jack Teller. Mason Pittner as well. And I believe Clark has Mason Pittner. He had an interception tonight and a fumble recovery. A couple of turnovers for Mason. Clark?
Absolutely. So two takeaways for you tonight. One, the last one there, did you just do an uncontrolled belly flop onto the ball and knock the wind out of yourself?
Yeah, the ball was rolling up, and the point of the ball landed right on my stomach and just knocked the breath out of me. I'm perfectly fine, though, just breath knocked out of me.
Well, but I'll tell you what, that interception took your breath away a little bit too, but in a different way, right?
Yes, sir. I wasn't completely ready for it. I didn't know what to do once I had the ball in my hands. I just feel like the moment just paused right there.
Run.
Yeah, yes, sir. And the whole crowd, I could hear all my teammates on the sideline, especially Hunter Sandifer, all of them screaming at me, so that was a good moment.
And that was awesome. The reception you got on that interception when you got back to the sidelines, we actually remarked on it. It's almost like you're their fan, the player favorite there.
Yes, sir. I'm really good friends with the whole team. I love this team, and they all it was like 5 minutes worth of them just jumping around me. I didn't hear a thing. I couldn't see a thing for several minutes straight after that.
You guys got anything?
Hey, Mason, so are you like some sort of animal or something? It seemed like everybody was barking at you on the sidelines when you came back over here.
Yes, sir. They call me a dog, and they bark at me every single time I'm out there. It's just like a little thing they do. The people that are above me are really good to me and treat me well and stuff.
Well, Mason, how exciting is it for you to get out there? I mean, you're a junior, but you don't necessarily start, but you get out there and you make some plays. And then how's it exciting for you, but especially those younger kids, the freshmen and the sophomores and stuff as well, to get out there and be able to make some plays tonight?
Yes, sir. It's really exciting. I'm just glad the people that are above me, the practices and everything, I get to go against them and work with them, and it helps me a lot. And I'll be able to be under them this year and hopefully get a lot of playing time and do good next year.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. So I'm assuming the plan for you, your goal right now is to be a starter in week 1 next year, right?
Yes, sir. I'm going to keep working towards that, and with the help of my teammates, I think it's definitely possible.
All right, that's awesome. Well, hey, great game tonight, man. 2 turnovers, and so why don't we go ahead and listen to one of them?
Here it comes.
Under pressure. There it is. Here we go. He's going to come back to his right. There's a flag down. This pass is thrown to the middle of the field, and it's intercepted. Mason Pittner with the interception. Junior, 6'1", 175-pound junior Mason Pittner with the interception, and it's Argyle football. Well, there you go. So there's your interception live and in color. How about that?
That sounded good. It was a flash when it happened. I mean, hearing it is a whole lot different than actually being there and doing it.
Well, what's cool, you can even go back and watch it and listen, or whatever.
Yes, sir. That's probably what I'll be doing tonight.
Yeah, I know you will, man. Hey, congratulations. Just an absolutely great game for you tonight. And 2 turnovers and just by-district champions and get to move on to the next round of playoffs. You ready for that?
Yes, sir. We can't wait. We'll be training hard.
All right, man. We'll go celebrate. Congratulations on being our defensive player of the game tonight.
All right, thank you.
All right, Mason Pittner, one of our defensive players of the game. And so we didn't get a chance to talk to Coach Rogers. And, so you know what, though? Let's take a second here. Following a 63-0 victory, this by-district victory for Argyle over O.D. Wyatt. Let's check in, and I think we got an out-of-town scoreboard, don't we, Blake?
Yeah, we do. Let's check in with Stephen Bartolotta, maybe an Allen upset.
Uh-oh.
Well, thank you, Blake. Well, it's by-district playoff football across the state of Texas. There were some games last night. A bulk of them are tonight. The one game, though, last night to tell you about, the Grapevine Mustangs